weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 8 o'clock Eastern, Fox News Channel, and back on Monday. Been a pleasure. Brian Mudd in for Mark Levin.
Your place on the internet for all things Bulldog sports is ksvptv.com and KSVP TV on YouTube. Subscribe and click the bell for notifications. Heads up, Bulldogs fans, there is a delay to the start of tonight's football game with Deming. The Deming team bus had some mechanical issues. Artesia to the rescue, and the team will make it to Artesia for a game tonight. However, game time has been pushed back 30 minutes. Game time has been pushed back 30 minutes. Kickoff will be at 7:30 at the Bulldog Bowl. Our pregame coverage on KSVP will start at 7 o'clock tonight from world-famous Bulldog Bowl in Artesia.
When you went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. You out-salesmaned the salesman. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll have the info you need to get more for your future. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to speeding past financial challenges, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is the KSVP Community Calendar, a look at things to do in Artesia, Eddy County, and the Pecos Valley.
The Oil Patch Farmers and Makers Market in Artesia will continue through the remainder of the year on the second Saturday of the month at the Derrick Floor, 519 West Main Street, September 14th and October 12th with a 6 p.m. start time, and November 9th and December 14th with a 9 a.m. start time. Interested in being a vendor? Contact Artesia Main Street. The Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico's Historic Book Fair is Saturday, October 12th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. in the Archive Building at 208 North Lee in Roswell. Rare, out-of-print, historic nonfiction titles will be for sale. There will also be $5 mystery bags, but no peeking. Visit roswellnmhistory.org.
To have your event listed on the KSVP Community Calendar, email calendar@ksvpradio.com. Please let us know at least 1 week in advance.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Friday night is Bulldog Fight Night. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com.
They're going to bring the house again. They're going man coverage. Snap is back. He does look to throw the ball. He's going to throw it over to the right side. That's going to be caught for a touchdown on the out route. Bulldogs score.
Tonight, your Bulldogs are back home at the world-famous Bulldog Bowl, taking on the Wildcats of Deming High. Bulldog Football on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Carlsbad Ford, Coterra Energy, the City of Artesia Police Department, Devon Energy, Eddy County DWI, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, Horace Tire of Artesia and Carlsbad, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, KFC, Incredible Printing, JS Ward, J&J Home Care, John and Nancy Yates, La Fonda, Pressure Services, Smile Expressions, Sondy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia, Spur Energy Production, Sun Country Home and Gardens, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Western Bank, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Candlewood Suites, Central Valley Electric, Dion's Pizzas, Salads and Subs, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppet and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Trustmark Roofing, Richland Dodge, and Richland GM. Now, on to the action.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. I'm joined by Coach Moppin. And, Coach, we're starting district tonight. The Deming Wildcats coming to town. Going to be a good ball game, I think. They are undefeated and have looked good this year. But before we get to that, why don't you give the fans the head coach perspective from last week? You guys went over to Centennial, very tough 6A school, and and you did take the loss, but I think you got a lot out of it. So give the fans, coaches perspective.
Yeah, we went. They're the number two team in the state, second team in the state behind La Cueva. Really good quarterback. We saw all of him we wanted. He had a really good game against us. But there was a lot of good things too. I mean, our guys battled. Especially in the first half, I thought we came out. We were in the game. We had a chance to go in there at half and be a little closer than it was. But I think as a whole, we play those really good teams so that we come out on the other side playing, really not championship football, but playoff type football. It was a Saturday afternoon. It was a really, really good opponent. We had to travel, and so just a lot of good comes out of that, and we want to play the best, and that sharpens. Iron sharpens iron, and I think they were more than willing to play us too. So that tells you, a little bit about this team and why those guys wanted to play us too. And so we gave them, pretty good half. We wish we would have gave them a whole game, but we're hoping that translates. Our first 3 games translate into a good set of district games.
Well, so now district is here. It's early this year as this district has grown by double, but nonetheless, it's upon you and the football team. You get the first round at home, and the Deming Wildcats coming to town. So talk about Deming and just the way the team prepared this week, coming off last week over at Centennial, and what your expectations are this evening.
Yeah, Coach Perales does a good job over there. He has Coach Simmons back with them and his son, and we run into those guys. Those guys really spend a lot of time. I mean, we run into them in Dallas at a clinic. They're at clinics in Albuquerque, and so they've done a lot of really, a lot of work to try to get these guys ready to go. I think they put a lot of stock in this group. They came down here this summer for a 7-on-7, and that's not really like them. They like to run the ball, and so I think they've really tried to prepare their team for this game and for our district, and those guys do a good job. Everything kind of runs to their quarterback. He's a playmaker. He's been a starter since he was a sophomore, Ryan Alfaro, and I'm sure Coach Montoya is going to talk a lot about him when he's talking about stopping those guys. But really, that you put a lot of stock. They put a lot of stock into that quarterback to kind of lead the team, and he's done a really good job. Like you said, they're undefeated right now, and so it's a great first opponent for us in district and kind of get things started off well. And what better place to get to play than Bulldog Bowl to start that off. So we're excited about tonight's game.
All right, Bulldog fans, if you're not already here at the Bowl, come on. You still got time. Top of the hour, the first district game against the Deming Wildcats. If you're out of town or you can't come, stay right here, KSVP Radio or KSVPTV.com, and the game will be here at the top of the hour. Go Bulldogs.
At Wilbanks Trucking Services of Artesia, we understand that every hour of every day is critical to your profitability and long-term success. Specializing in oil rig mobilization, crane and production services, Wilbanks Trucking Services operate full-service terminals in Artesia, Hobbs, and the Permian Basin. With our highly trained professionals, we can ensure that all projects, even the most complex, are performed smoothly and efficiently, providing a competitive advantage for our customers. For more information, please visit our website at www.wilbanks.us or call 575-746-6318 today.
Here are some of the specials this week at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. Old El Paso taco seasoning, just 88 cents a package. And select packs of Old El Paso taco or tostada shells are 2 for $4. In produce, jalapeno peppers or serrano peppers are just 99 cents a pound. And Hass avocados are 2 for $1. In the meat department, find family packs of 80% lean ground beef for just $3.99 a pound. Or family packs of select New York strip steaks, just $5.99 a pound. That's some of the specials this week at Finn's Country Market in Artesia.
That, my friends, is another Bulldog State Championship.
We bleed orange here at Guy Chevrolet Company and believe that being a Bulldog is a blessing. We wish all our students the very best of luck in all that they set out to do. Guy Chevrolet Company proudly supporting Artesia Bulldogs and their families since 1925. Come see us at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or visit GuyChevy.com.
Then that, my friends, another Bulldog touchdown.
With a deep heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. we are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldog and Lady Bulldog sports.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The LX series is part of the #1 selling compact tractor lineup in the U.S., built with premium features and the comfort and versatility to make your land your own. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, or save up to $2,300. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
My name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Friday Night Football, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. I'm joined by Coach Montoya. And, Coach, you guys got a really good team coming in tonight, well coached. They got some seasoned starters, including their quarterback who's been playing for them for a while in the Deming Wildcats. Let's talk about them and let you kind of give the fans a scout team report. Let's start with their special teams and just anything you guys have noticed, anything special they might do.
Yes, sir. Well, their special teams, if I were to define it in like a couple words, I would say don't give up anything big. They're not trying to come through and make any, it seems like, real big plays. They don't want to give anything up, make big mistakes. Like you talked about their quarterback, he does everything for them. He kicked for him last year, punted for him last year. He's still on both of those this year. Something they do a little different on the kickoff is they actually use him as one of their fives, and then he's actually their safety, and he sits back all by himself and protects the whole field against any type of big return. They have a really good returner, number 3, who also plays on the offense, and he's pretty tough as well. And so the one thing they do different than they do against anyone else against us is they'll actually kick the ball, or have the last 2 years, short just about every single kick. It's been either onside, short bloop, they'll lay the ball on its side, and they'll kick a watermelon kick. And so they definitely don't want to give it the big play to us on the starburst.
So let's move over to their defense and talk about what you guys expect to see in their front, how they're going to play our passing game, and then size, speed, and if there's any of those guys that play on the offense as well, any two-way starters.
Yes, sir. So last year, we watched them, scouted them. I think we played them in week 5 or 6 last year. In the first part of the season, they were in a 3-3 stack every single game, running cover 3, cover 1. So we prepared for that, and then we go and we play them down there, and they're in a 5-man box, a 50 and a 4-1 the whole game. And so far this year, they've been in a 4-2. It's been a 6-man box. It's been like that every game so far, except maybe 1 or 2 plays per game. And so that's what we're expecting. But we also know that they try to do things a little different against us sometimes. And so we're expecting the 6 or the 5-man box will be ready for either. They have a lot of really good kids on both sides of the ball, but on the defense, like I just talked about, number 3, he starts on their offense. He's one of their backs back there. He's their free safety, pretty good athletic kid. One of their linebackers, number 1, he plays the strong side. Safety rolls down to the strong side. That kid's really, really good as well. And then on their defensive line, he doesn't start on the D line, but he's their best offensive lineman. Number 65 has been starting for 2 years. This is his 3rd year as a starter now. And he'll rotate in on the the defensive side when they're needing some big plays or big stops. And so he's another one who can wreak havoc on both sides. And then their quarterback, when we played him this summer in 7-on-7, he played the whole time on offense and defense. Hasn't done that this year yet, but we wouldn't be surprised if we saw him on both sides of the ball as well.
Where would he play? Are you anticipating on the defensive side?
He would play one of those outside linebackers. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's move over to the offensive side and talk about the same thing: size, speed. Sounds like just maybe 2 or 3 two-way starters. So,
yes, sir.
But also talk about their run-pass split and what you expect to see out of them offensively.
Yes, sir. So the way Coach Rodriguez defined their offense was a very similar version of Centennial, just a little bit smaller. But they run a lot of the same stuff. Quarterback power. This quarterback, compared to the other one, can actually throw the ball a little. Not that the other one can't. They didn't. But they're 77 run, 23% pass. And it's a lot of quarterback power, a lot of quarterback read. They show a lot of eye candy. They have a lot of motion with him coming back behind pullers the other way. And so that whole offense runs through him. He's probably going to account for about 95% of that offense between throwing the ball and then him keeping it himself as well. Like I said, 65's been starting for him for 3 years. He's a heck of an offensive tackle. Big old kid. You'll see him on the sideline. He's a big old boy. And so he's pretty good as well. Like I said, those skill guys, number 3 and then number 1 a little bit number 22, their running back, are both pretty talented as well. And so they're going to be in very similar formations to Centennial. That's what Coach Rodriguez had talked about, that we've actually seen a lot of it last week. Just a little bit different personnel than what we saw.
All right, Bulldog fans, you got the scouting report here at 7 o'clock. We're going to have Friday Night Lights. Hope you're already here at the Bowl, but if you're not, you still have time. Come on up here, and if you can't be in Artesia, then stay right here at KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, and we'll have lights action at 7 o'clock. Go Bulldogs.
Hi, my name is Josh Howard.
Hi, my name is Nate Allen East, and we're the student pastors here at Faith Baptist Church. I want to invite you guys to 5th quarter, September 13th, right after the football game. We'll be hanging out back here in our parking lot.
We're going to have all kinds of cool stuff for you. We're going to have food, DJ Drowsy Drew. We're going to have a foam pit with our foam daddy, foam party. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have 9 square, gaga ball, jumpies, bull rides, all kinds of cool stuff for you. And the best thing is it's totally free.
Go Dogs.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Spring into the season with a great rate at Artesia Credit Union. With their Share Certificate Special, get an unbelievable 5.50% APR with a 12-month term on any new deposit $5,000 and over. It's easy to watch your money grow when you plant it at Artesia Credit Union. And with a rate as high as 5.50%, you can watch it grow like never before. This high rate on a 12-month term is for new deposits only with a minimum of $5,000. Learn how to spring into savings at Artesia Credit Union, 210 North 5th Street in Artesia. Member NCUA.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
Devon Energy is now hiring in the Permian Basin. As one of the country's largest independent producers of oil and natural gas, we have exciting opportunities for people with a variety of skills and experience. We're looking for people in the Artesia community who work with integrity, dedication, and innovation. Seize this opportunity for competitive pay and comprehensive benefits. Start your career with Devon Energy today. Apply at careers.devonenergy.com. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep. Go Bulldogs.
So your pecans aren't as big and bountiful as they used to be? Well, what would Jim Gill do?
Hi, this is Ben from Russell Seed Company. Few people knew as much about pecans as Jim Gill. And if he were here today, he'd tell you it was time to fertilize. He'd tell you just what you need and show you how to use it. Then he'd make some joke about your neighbors making fun of your nuts.
So when there's trouble with your pecans, head for Roswell Seed Company and ask them, what would Jim Gill do?
You and your family are ready for that summer vacation. Is your vehicle ready? If you're worried about your car or truck getting you there, then come see the crew at Artesia Ford Sales. That's where you'll find a great selection of new and quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to take you on your trip. Perhaps you just need to service the vehicle you have now. Schedule an appointment for an oil change, tire rotation, or engine coolant check, and make sure your current ride is ready to go. Artesia Ford Sales, where we've been helping families get to their summer destination for over 50 years. Stop by or visit artesiaford.com.
Welcome back to the Artesia Bulldog pregame show. It's now time to meet your Bulldogs.
My name is Lane Whitmire. I'm number 34. I'm class of 27. I'm a long snapper. I'm involved in swimming and track. My favorite teacher is probably Miss Pointer, and my favorite football team is the Colorado Buffs. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the dog paw.
Griffin Heisinger, number 35, class of 2026. I'm a safety and linebacker. I'm in football and baseball. Favorite teacher is Candace Barley. Favorite football team, Green Bay Packers. And favorite tradition about being a Bulldog is the dog paw.
My name is Jay Renard Arredondo. I'm number 36, class of 2026. I'm a DB. My favorite teacher is Ms. Barley. And my favorite football team is Dallas Cowboys. And my favorite tradition about being a Bulldog is the dog paw.
My name is Julian Baeza. My number is 38, class of 2026. My position is safety. Activities you're involved in is I help my sister at soccer practice. Favorite teacher, Mr. Torres. Favorite football team, the Dallas Cowboys. Favorite thing about being a Bulldog is probably the victory belt.
My name is Ray Ricano. My number is 39. I'm a junior. My position is running back. Other activities I'm involved in is baseball. My favorite teacher is Mr. Torres. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. And my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the pep rallies.
My name is Darius Mendoza. I'm number 40. I'm a senior. I play Mike, middle linebacker. Activities I'm involved in, going to the gym, hunting, fishing. My favorite teacher is Miss Barley. And favorite football team has to be the Dolphins. And favorite thing about being a Bulldog is definitely the dog pile.
Charlie Campbell, I'm number 41. I'm class of 2026. I'm a safety. I'm involved in football, basketball, and baseball. My favorite teacher is Miss Walker. My favorite football team is Philadelphia Eagles. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is in the community.
My name is Connor Tutak. I'm number 42. I'm a junior. I play running back. I play football and baseball. My favorite teacher is Coach Pickle. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. And my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the traditions.
That's your Meet Your Bulldog segment for this week. Pre-game show continues right after this.
Restaurant in Artesia has always been known for its great atmosphere and even better food. Well, now you can come in and enjoy a delicious meal with a glass of beer or wine. Come see our full beverage menu today. Don't forget about our lunch buffet with lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. La Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ed Safety and Services LLC in Artesia, New Mexico has an immediate opening for roustabout crew and a safety technician. Position requires a clean driving record and must be able to pass a drug and alcohol screening. Ed Safety offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contribution towards health benefits. Please email resumes to edgecoding@yahoo.com or apply in person at 2801 North Freeman in Artesia. Ed Safety and Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Attention sports fans! Come explore Carlsbad Ford's huge inventory. From sleek sedans to rugged trucks, Carlsbad Ford has a huge variety of vehicles to fit your lifestyle. The best cars, the best trucks. Come find out why Carlsbad Ford is the best in southeastern New Mexico. Oh, yeah! At Carlsbad Ford Lincoln, their team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect vehicle with the best offers available. Carlsbad Ford, 2802 West Pierce, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Art Center offers information on local and area history. The art annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website, artesianm.gov/museum, or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
Kickoff fall at Sun Country Homes and Gardens in Artesia. Did you know that fall is a great time for planting cold, hardy trees, shrubs, and perennials? Colder weather promotes root growth and reduces transplant shock. Look for weekly specials online and for new stocks such as mums, pansies, flowering kale, and other winter flowers. Stop by and check out the benches, fall decor, and pottery for cozying up your outdoor space to enjoy the fall weather. Open year-round, Tuesday through Saturday. We're excited to see you at Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 South 1st in Artesia.
We got our linebacker core starting. I thought we would start all year. Most of the guys who start linebackers for actual region up little guys. These guys are all true. Yeah, he's back in safety. He's in our corner. You didn't see me, did you? No, it's not out there. Edel is a good player. He will go get it. I bet you we're in cover 3. I bet we're in a 4-4 cover 3. 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Deep safety. Thank you. Good evening, Bulldog fans. Welcome to Bulldog Bowl. We are on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com, home of the Artesia Bulldogs. This is Joby Hodling, and I'm joined tonight by my partner, Robbie Blue, and just a gorgeous night. Now, one thing you're going to notice, and Robbie, we can talk a little bit about it, I guess, but we're getting the late start. It's 7:30 start time because of issues with Deming's bus.
Yeah, they were on their way here, and they broke down in Ruidoso, and they made a phone call, and so Artesia sent some buses up there to get them and bring them here so we could get this district game in tonight. So good job by Artesia going up there and getting them and bringing them in. So about a 30-minute late start.
Well, if you're watching here on KSVPTV.com, if you're on our Facebook page, if you're on our YouTube channel, you see the lights here. They got music playing. The Artesia cheerleaders have the banner up. There is a big crowd here tonight, Robbie, and it's just a gorgeous evening. The sun was kind of going behind clouds when I came in, and it's just beautiful here tonight.
It is. I was looking up the weather while you were talking, and just, yeah, I mean, I think it reached about 98, 99 today here in Artesia. And right now it's still showing 91 degrees, but it feels like 88, it says. So it's cooling off real quick as the sun's going down. It's going to be a beautiful evening for football.
Yeah, it is. The Deming Wildcats coming into town to play the Bulldogs tonight in our first district game. Yeah, we're only in our 4th week, but with 8 teams in the district this year, new district alignment. Deming has joined our district, so this is our first district game tonight. We come in, of course, 1-2, and Deming 3-0, Robbie.
Yeah, they are coming in 3-0 tonight, and we'll talk a lot about that, you know, as the game gets underway and the history there and how each team's done so far this year. But Bulldogs come out in their black uniforms again, Joby, as they gather behind the banner and ready to go through the run-through with about 500 people on the field.
Yeah, it's a great crowd down there, and I think maybe you and I have some grandkids down there, I'm thinking. But with maybe some of our kids. But, yeah, big crowd here. Deming traveled pretty good. They got a good crowd over there as well across the way from us. With it being our first district game and we're 1-2 on the season, the Bulldogs looking to get back in the winning way. One of the things when I talked to Coach Montoya, the scout team coach this week, is that Deming is going to look a lot like Centennial.
Yeah, they like to run the ball. They run to set up the pass when they, want to pass, and they always have a good, strong running game, and it gives the fits. It gives us fits at times. It gave us fits last year, as good a team as we had. We went down to Deming and we beat them, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't a blowout or anything like that. And so the difference, I think, is Artesia will have their 90 players on the sideline, and Deming they're coming in with 35 on the roster. But right now I counted about 28 dressed out, and that's a huge difference as you get into the game.
Yeah, as you get dinged or you get outright injured, and the less number of players you have, the harder it is to put guys in. And, of course, you got 22 starters, 11 on each side, and some of them are going to be two-way starters. That's another thing I asked the coaches about this week, and they do have some two-way starters going. Which seems to favor us because we never, our guys are playing one way. They get coached on the sideline between series, both defense and offense. That's a big difference. I mean, they're over there getting coached after their series, whether it's the offense or defense. And other schools, if they're playing a lot of guys both ways, they just don't have that luxury.
They don't, and it's also the third phase in the special teams.
Yep.
Because, they got to play kickoff return, punt return. And, some of our starters will be on those teams, but they're fresher on those teams because they don't go both ways too. So it plays a role in that third aspect also all game long. And it just, if you're going both ways and you're on the special teams, you're going to get tired.
Well, Alfaro, their quarterback, he's been starting for the Deming Wildcats since he was a sophomore. Probably even played some as a freshman, but he's definitely been their starting quarterback for the last 2 years and now his senior year. And, Deming has made a lot of great improvements over the years in terms of being more competitive with just not just in their district but outside of the state, and they're 3-0 as we've already talked about. Alfaro, about 95% of the offense runs through him, and you said it earlier. We don't expect them to pass tonight, but they may come out and do something totally different just to try the Bulldogs off.
They could come out, and we'll go ahead and run through the rankings real quick. In Class 5A, Levington moved in the coaches poll, and I want to clarify that because somebody got online last week and said, after I gave the poll, they said, no, the poll's this. Well, There's two different polls. There's a coaches poll and there's Max Preps polls.
Right.
And, I'm going to give them both tonight for that reason. But Levington jumped up to number 1 in the coaches poll. Then Roswell's 2, Artesia's 3, and Deming comes in number 4 in the coaches poll. So you got number 3 against number 4 tonight. And then you got Gadsden 5, Mayfield 6, Goddard 7, Highland 8, Santee 9, and Valley 10. So 1 through 7 is in our district, and then number 9, the 8th team in our district, is ranked number 9. So 8 out of the top 10 teams are our district.
Well, the Bulldogs, or the Deming Wildcats, won the toss. They elected to defer, and they chose to defend the north end, so their kicking team is on the field. The song that was playing when the Bulldogs were coming down the ramp was Back in Black, and so the Bulldogs in their black uniforms, new this year, got the big orange stripe down the sides, and of course the iconic orange helmets, but have Bulldogs on both sides. I think, yeah, they still got the Bulldog stickers on both sides. Deming wearing their white uniforms with the it's kind of a maroon and a purple. I don't know if it's purple or not, but it's definitely maroon and something colors, but they're mostly white tonight. As the visiting team, and they've got it lined up on the X and the 40-yard line, ready to kick off. They're waiting on the white hat. He said, you can go, and here comes the kick. And they're going to kick to us deep. They did not expect that. The Bulldogs didn't expect that. So we're going to be able to run the starburst, and we're going to go around this right side. One guy to beat. He's by him to the 30. He's got a truckload of Bulldogs in front of him. He's cut back inside, and he's going to go ahead and break around it. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Artesia, 6-0 with 11:45 to go in the first quarter.
Number 27, Bryce Parra, the last guy to go through the starburst. Warren hands it to him. He comes up that left sideline, and boy, they set up that wall perfectly on this side. And he cut inside one guy, and then he had 5 Bulldogs out in front. He stiff-armed one guy, and then went on into the end zone. So great setup, and that's why you never expect them to kick deep to us.
Well, one thing that Coach Montoya said, he said, you know, they never do. A lot of times, and I remember this over the last 3 or 4 years, he said a lot of times they'll even lay the ball and do the watermelon kick. They'll lay it on its side and kick it. They did not anticipate them kicking to us, so it worked out pretty good on the first kickoff.
Look at this.
Bulldogs in a different set here. They swung out a swinging gate, but they're definitely lined up to go for 2, and they're going to run a speed option and then throw it into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. Right in his hands, and then it fell, so no good, 6-0.
Yeah, lined up 3 linemen on the right, a back by Warren in the backfield. They snapped it, rolled to the right, threw it to Jeff Fuentes in the end zone, hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. So didn't convert, but it was set up well.
So with 11:45 to go in the first quarter, the score is 6-0 Bulldogs after a kickoff return and a failed 2-point conversion. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Artesia High School Bulldogs Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, Bulldog fans, we are back here, and the kickoff team on the field for Artesia. They got the ball on the X on the 40, and we'll see. We might come out and try an onside kick, but they'll line up and get ready to go.
Corbin Dominguez going to kick off for the Bulldogs.
So he's waiting for the white hat. He gets the go-ahead, and here comes the kick. And we are going to kick it deep, and he's going to go back into the end zone for the touchback. What a great kick.
With no wind. There's very little wind tonight, and what a leg by Dominguez. That was 5 yards deep in the end zone.
All right, so we're going to see the offense for the Deming Wildcats, and the aforementioned number 15, senior Ryan Alfaro, great athlete. He's their kicker, their punter, he's their quarterback. He plays defense as well. And he may not start on defense. Well, he might be, actually. I didn't check. I didn't see if he – well, we hadn't seen their defense yet.
We haven't.
We scored. But they're going to come on the field, and we'll see if they line up like we're anticipating. What Coach Montoya said is they're going to line up very similar to Centennial. That's what they've done all year, where they'll have a back in the backfield with Alfaro and then an up back, and then they'll run student body right, left. They'll do some counter trays with the quarterback and with the back. But they're going to come out in a spread look. They got a slot and a safety on either side, running back to the right of Alfaro in the shotgun. So they look like the Bulldogs right here. And we'll see if they come out and try to pass. They're like 80-20 or even more run to pass. He's going to hand it off to the back coming from from the right side, and the Bulldogs come up and stuff him.
That was number 10. I think they had the ball for them, which was Bustamante. Just came around that right side And Miguel Soto, number 23, closed fast and made a great tackle on him for, a short gain.
Well, it looked like he had more to get there, but that closing speed and then just a one-on-one hit him hard and took him to the ground for a great open field tackle. Gave up only 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 7, the ball on the near hash. Deming going from the left to right as Robbie and I look at it from the north to the south here at Bulldog Bowl. And they're going to come out this time in that back up behind the tackle on the left side, running back in the pistol behind the quarterback. Now that goes into motion, going to go that other way with the running back. And he's going to be drugged down after a pickup of another 3, maybe 4.
Handed it off to number 3, Isaiah Pizarro. Just went between guard and tackle on the left. And looked like Huffman went in there and made that solo tackle.
And again, the Bulldogs grabbed on because it looked like he had got through a hole, but he was kind of dragged down from behind. And so picked up 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from their own 27-yard line after the touchback on the kickoff. They'll break the huddle. They're going to go in that A formation look. A slot and a wide out on either side. To the left of Alfaro is a running back. And he's going to just run it as Alfaro. He's going to run into trouble. He's not going to get it. He's short of about at least a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, at least a yard.
So the Bulldogs are lining up in a 3-4 defense with Marco Soto at linebacker, but he also plays defensive end. First play, 3-4. Second play was a 4-3 as he walked up on the line. That time, Harcrow, who's playing safety tonight, came up on a safety blitz and came around the corner and made the tackle on Alfaro.
So they're going to huddle up and then run a play. They may run a quick kick, or they may try to draw the Bulldogs off sides, or they just may try to get 1 yard. It's 4th down and 1 at their own 29-yard line. They're in a full house, or they're in a real tight set here. Quarterback's going to just push forward, and he's hit, but he's going to get it with forward momentum as he pushes forward for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, that was tough. We were in that 3-4 defense again, and by the time the linebacker came up and hit him, he already had the first down.
So actually a pickup of 3. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. And so they risked it, and they got the reward as they got the first down on just a quarterback sneak. 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line, 9:25 and counting to go here in the first quarter. It's 6-0 if you're just joining us. The Bulldogs returned through their Starburst kickoff return team a touchdown and then dropped a 2-point conversion, so didn't get that. Now the Bulldogs line up with 5 on the line. And the fumble ball's on the ground, but there was a penalty flag come in. And it's a false start on Deming, and that'll back them up 5.
So Deming does come in tonight 3-0 on the season. They defeated Alamogordo 35-21, Oregon Mountain 28-21, and Silver City last week 45-6. So they're coming in 3-0. Bulldogs 1-2, as we all know. We beat Carlsbad, then we lost to Hobbs and Centennial last week. But Deming coming in, again, ranked 4th and 3-0. This is the very first time in history, in our history, in 25 meetings we've had with them, that we're actually district opponents.
Yeah, I think the very first game was back in 1974, the state championship game against Deming, and then we didn't play them again for a while. But as you said, 25 appearances against each other. Snap is back, ball's on the ground. Bulldogs got some room, and they're going to come across and knock. Good defense. That's a cradle and swat over there by the Bulldog secondary.
Brody McDonald ran a slant route with their receiver over there, number 81, which is Allison. And McDonald was right behind him, and as the ball was coming in there, he reached around him and slapped that ball down. Great defense, and that's the way you play corner. That was picture perfect.
Yeah, it's the way they're taught. They get that left hand around. And what's the score in Roswell? I can't see it. 21-0?
I'll give it.
Oh, sorry. All right, so they're going to be 2nd down and 15 as they'll line up on the left hash again. And that ball, that's twice in a row the ball was fumbled by Alfaro. The first one was on a false start, so it didn't matter. But that ball bounced right back to him, and he was able to get that pass away. He's looking to throw again. Now he rolls out the other direction, turns and looks, throws it deep down the field. Bulldogs are there. I thought it was going to be an interception. Went through the hands of our defender.
Miguel Soto running with Allison again. And he was behind the receiver. The ball was thrown a little bit deep, and he was actually turned into receiver as he was trying to get it over his shoulder and make the catch, and it was just a little far. Couldn't make that catch. So we do have an update here. One of the games we're watching tonight is Roswell and Lovington, number 1 against number 2. Rankings in the 5A, and Lovington is leading Roswell 21-0 right now.
Wow. Lovington 3-0, and they, as you said, the number 1 team in the state in 5A. So they've got their start they wanted tonight. All right, so back are the Wildcats with a 3rd down and 15. They've got that sniffer back on the left side. He came in motion while ago to the right. He did again. Quarterback takes a drop. He's going to throw the ball, and it's going to be behind the receiver and knocked loose by the DB. Good job again.
Ryan Alfaro. What number was he over there? It is number 15. What is he doing out there? Anyway, that's Ryan Alfaro out there at receiver, unless there's 2 15s. And ball was underthrown, so they threw it up. He went up, got it in the air. But again, Miguel Soto timed it perfectly, and when he had the ball in his hands, he knocked it out of his hands.
Great defense, so it brings up a 4th down and 15 with 8:25 to go in the first quarter. Deming's got a guy coming on a little late, but they've got 13-12. They got time here on the play clock. So Alfaro is the punter, and I didn't recognize he had split out that time. Snap is back. It's a low bouncer. Let's see if the Bulldogs return it, and they're just going to get away from it. And it's a good roll for Deming. It'll get down to about the 29-yard line before it stops rolling. And so good job there by Alfaro.
So as I said, this is the 25th meeting between Artesia and Deming, the first as district opponents. Both teams have been playing since 1900s and didn't meet till what you mentioned, 1974 in the state championship game. Bulldogs won that game for our 7th state championship. And then we played them every year excluding 1995 to 99. So since 2001, the teams have played 21 regular season games and 2 playoffs games, and Artesia has won both of those.
And only lost 1 time, which I believe was in 2013. All right, the Bulldogs have trips to the far side of the field, 1 receiver to the near side. They do look like they're in a man coverage. Going to throw a little swing pass out there. Good blocking. He's to the 35, cuts outside. We're going to have something in the backfield on the backside as he gets all the way into Deming territory. But where that flag is, may be offensive, either holding or illegal block.
That was Galindo. He just flared out from the backfield. The receivers are blocking on the right over there, and they got the defender on the ground. It's just a matter of how did they do it, because that's about where the flag is. Galindo had great gain, had great blocking out in front of him. Yeah, it would have been a 25-yard gain.
It's going to be a hold on the offense, and that's where it was called at the point of attack. So where the flag is, it'll back us up 10. It'll be 1st down and 20. Or maybe 21, depending if they mark it from the 29, which it looks like that's where we're going to mark it from. So it was a yard deep where the penalty was at. And so it'll put us back at our own 19. Got to get, it's 1st down and 20, so it is 20 yards. It was 10 exactly from our original line of scrimmage at the 29. So they mark it at the 19. Ball in the far hash this time instead of middle of the field. And we come back out this time in our more standard A formation. Running back is Galindo to the right of the quarterback. Snap is back. He's going to hand it off. Galindo trying to get around the outside, and good job by their linebacker. And, Robbie, I watched a little film on him. He goes to the ball, number 78.
Yeah, 28, right?
I thought it was 78. It is 28.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
So number 28, Sebastian Acuna, run blitz all the way. As soon as they handed it off, he shot the gap and caught Galindo from behind before he could turn up the field. So great play by Acuna.
Tackle for loss, 2-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd down and 22 as the Bulldogs again line up in their A formation look. Galindo to the left of our quarterback. Snap is back, turns to the right side. He's going to throw the out route. It's caught over there, and he will get about 13. Let's see, he got about 15 yards. It'll be 3rd down and about 7.
Good job by Kahn on that out route. Anthony Alicorn had good coverage on him. He was right behind him, but a great throw by Cazadas. Was out in front of Kahn, reached out, caught it, turned upfield before Alicorn was able to make the tackle.
Yeah, 28, I said he was 78. The way his shirt's rolling up, it looks like a 7 to me, but you were exactly right. He's a good player.
Yeah.
So the film I watched, the whole time I thought it was 7. I never saw it very good, I guess. All right, so 3rd down and 7, our own 33-yard line. 3rd down and 6, I'm sorry. As we come out, trips to the wide side. And quarterback takes a snap. He's looking. He's got a man deep. He's going to go get the ball. He catches it, 25-20. Still on his feet, 15. Still pushing through. He's going to be down to the 10. It took 3 of them to bring him down.
That's Bryce Parra. They faked the flare pass out in the left flat to hold everybody to Galindo, and then Parra just went on a post route right down the field. Great throw as the defender was about 2 yards behind him, but Cazadas put that on the money. Great catch by Parra.
and a good run at the end because he got about 8 more yards dragging guys. So first and goal at the 10-yard line. A formation look. Casadas with Galindo to his right in the backfield. Snap is back, turn, hand it off. Galindo's going to go on the 5-yard line, cuts outside, goes through 1 tackle, and he's down to about the 3 before he's upended.
Great blocking up front by the line as he busted through that left side without any hesitation at all. Nobody there. But then Julian Bustamante, number 10, came up and made the tackle, kept him from getting in the end zone.
So second down and goal at the 2-yard line. 5:19 and counting to go here in the first quarter as Casadas talking to Coach Maupin over on the sideline. And now he'll go back into the huddle with 15 on the play clock. And we're going to have a heavy-looking package with Casadas at the quarterback. So he's got a running back to his right and his left.
This is a nasty set.
Nasty. Waiting for the snap, looking over the defense. And we just got to delay a game unless we call timeout. Delay a game on the Bulldogs. They lost sight of the play clock.
So you got
back us up 5.
So you got the 2 running backs. This is a new set for Artesia. They call it nasty. You got Parra on the left and Galindo on the right of Casadas in the backfield.
So we see if they come back out in that formation or if they change it here. They're going to come back out in it. They move back 5 yards, so it's second down and goal from the 7. 4:52 to go on the first quarter clock. Going to turn, fake the handoff. Casadas is going to have to beat 2 or 3 guys, and he does. Cuts inside of him, and he scores on the dive.
Yeah, I faked it to Galindo going to the left. He pulled it, went around the right side, cut inside the Wildcats there, and just an athletic quarterback, and Isaac dove into the end zone for the touchdown.
All right, so we're going to line up. Actually, I think they're going to huddle up. So it's 12-0. We missed the 2-point conversion on the first touchdown. So Casadas over talking to Coach Maupin. Plenty of time on the play clock. Well, they don't even start it, I guess, for a extra point attempt. So he'll go into the, they started it now. All right, so Casadas will line up in that nasty formation again. They've got a slot and a wide out to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. He's got a running back on either side of him in the shotgun. Going for 2, snap is back, hands it off this time, and not going to get there as they played it very well and got him down for a short of the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, trying to run to the left over here, and we ran by guys instead of blocking them. Always blocked the first color, and we didn't do it, so no good on the 2-point conversion.
All right, 4:47 to go in the first quarter. It's 12-0 Artesia against the Deming Wildcats. We'll be back after this timeout.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
This touchdown summary brought to you by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a deal when you get with Robbie. Go ahead, Joby.
All right, the kick is going to come. Oh, it's going to fall. The Bulldogs are coming down hard. It took a Deming bounce, and then he is just buried at the 12-yard line by the Artesia Bulldog kickoff team.
Number 3, Isaiah Pizarro, was standing in the end zone, and it hit right between everybody. But that Artesia drive took 6 plays, covered 71 yards. 77-yard touchdown run by Casadas. 2-point conversion, no good. Artesia 12, Wildcat 0.
All right, so the ball will be on the near hash to us here in the press box as the the Deming Wildcats huddle up their second series. They're going to get starting at their own 13-yard line this time. Yeah, that kick didn't go through the end zone, and he stood back there thinking it was going to bounce to him, and it just bounced like it hit the ground and bounced straight up. So he had to come and cover it quickly, and as soon as he got on the ball, he was hitting tackle. All right, snap is back. Going to turn, fake the handoff, throws a little stop route, and that is a good defense again, incomplete.
Yeah, great job by Campbell on that play. Other games, district games we're watching, Mayfield and Gadsden actually played last night. Gadsden beat Mayfield 28-20. And then tonight we're watching Roswell Lovington and Santa Teresa and Goddard.
Did we get an updated score in Roswell?
Yeah, right now Lovington 21, Roswell 6.
So Gadsden, I believe, is 4-0 after last night's win. So another team in our district, 4-0. We see them next week for homecoming. right, so they're lined up in that shotgun with the running back to the left of Alfaro in the backfield. It's going to be student body right, Alfaro with the ball. He gets around the corner, and he's going to stay on his feet and pick up the first down, pickup of about 12.
And there it is. Alfaro comes in tonight. They only had one game online with stats. Alfaro had 90 yards passing, but he had 169 yards rushing. So he's just that dual threat quarterback. He had 250, counted for 250 of their yards in that game. So we see that in his athleticism going around the left corner there.
So 1st and 10 at their own 25, get out of the shadow of their end zone. And they'll come out with a slot and a wide out to the near side. He's got that sniffer back up on the right tackle this time with a running back to his right. Alfaro looking for the snap. He's going to be a running play again. They hand it off to the running back, and he's going to be hit about 2 yards into his run and tackle.
And that's Huffman and number 56 for the Bulldogs, which is Marco Soto on the tackle. But, Joby, the defense is mixing it up. Not like last week. Unlike last week, we've had a 3-man front, a 4-man front, and a 5-man front, and that really messes with your offensive line and their blocking scheme. So Bulldogs changing it up already a lot tonight.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8. We'll see what they come out. Looks like they're going to be in a 3-man front again, 3-down linemen, and roll up a backer. It's going to be a slot and a wide out to the near side. Ball between the far hash and the middle of the field. Alfaro with a running back to his left. H-back on this left side. He hands it off to his running back. He's got a big hole. He's through. He's going to be tackled from behind, but a big first down burst on that left side.
That's just a counter. Isaiah Pizarro, number 3, got the ball heading to the right, cut back behind a block on the left side, and there was no one over there. McDonald had to come over and make the tackle.
And it was good that he did because he was often nothing but green in front of him. But from his corner position over there, he came in from behind and tackled him. So a big gain, 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line with 2:58 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Deming now with the ball in the far hash. Again, going to come out with, well, this time they're going to go a slot and a wide on either side, empty backfield, an H-back on the right side. So basically almost like trips. Now he does stand up and move out. Man comes in motion. We have 4 guys on this side. They hand it off, and the Bulldogs played it perfectly. Campbell.
Charlie Campbell lined up on the slot over here on the left side, and he just shucked that guy trying to block him and went in there, squatted. They ran the play right to him, and he went low and took his knees out. Great play by Charlie Campbell.
2nd down and 12, tackle for loss for the junior. And so with 2:22 and counting, Alfaro comes back from the sideline. He's been going over getting his play from his coach each play, so he jogs into the huddle.
That's the play you can't wait for in the film session on Saturday because the coaches are really going to praise you.
All right, the Bulldogs again going to line up a 3-down lineman. Now they bring their linebackers up, so they got a 5-man front, 2 backers, and they're going to cover, well, maybe a cover 3 look, maybe cover 1. Alfaro's going to roll to the right, looking to throw the ball. He throws, it's intercepted at the 40-yard line. That's Campbell. He makes one man miss. He's got crew out in front of him. So he goes down the sideline and then cuts back in. He's going to be tackled at about the 34-yard line.
That's just a great play by Campbell as he read that the whole way. He was covering a guy, and then he released off his guy to go get that interception. And what an interception that was, just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales.
All right, so the Bulldogs offense on the field again, and they got a really short field that time after the turnover on the pick. So it's at the Deming Wildcat 34-yard line. They're going to put it on. Well, what happened? I wasn't even looking at the white hat. What was the penalty?
I didn't see it either.
Holding on the defense, the defense after the interception. So that moves us back to our own 49-yard line. So holding on the return, and so it's from it where it was marked. So from the 34 is where we ended up, but now we're back at our own 49-yard line on the holding. Wide out in the slot on either side for the Bulldogs. A formation. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. Ball in the near hash. Snap is back, turn, handed off to Galindo. He's kind of waiting to look, and he's going to try to get around the corner, and he's going to get maybe 1.5. They're going to mark him down with a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Galindo comes in right now with 27 carries, 194 yards. His longest is 80 yards with 3 touchdowns. But they're really focusing on him tonight. They got that 3-man front, but the linebackers, as soon as they read run, they're coming up hard. And that's what shut that hole down that time was the linebackers.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 49-yard line this time on the other side. So Deming 49-yard line. Bulldogs are going to have a stack look on either side. So they got a Receiver up on the line. The slot is actually stacked up behind the receiver. Going to turn, hand it off to Galindo again. This time he's going to have a little bit of a hole, and he's going to roll forward to about the 44-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
Just got in there behind his offensive lineman, Ethan Shannon, and picked his way through there before Anthony Alacarn made the tackle on him.
3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs at the 44-yard line of the Deming Wildcats. Great crowd here tonight on this beautiful night. The flag has got a little flutter to it, but basically just a calm night here. A formation look, ball in the near hash. Galindo to the left of Casadas. He's going to run just a run and play for him, and he's going to get around one guy, step into traffic, and he's going to power down the sideline and pick up about 6 yards for a 1st down.
Well, Casadas comes in as our 2nd leading rusher on the team, and you see it right there. He's hard to get down. He's got great athleticism, great speed. He's got 35 carries for 153 yards. He averages 4 yards a carry with 2 touchdowns himself and another one tonight already. So very tough dual threat quarterback we have.
He did get his play. There's 8 seconds, 7 seconds. We'll see if we get the play off before the 1st quarter ends. And we're down to 3, 2, 1, and no snap. That'll end the 1st quarter with the score 12-0, Artesia over the Deming Wildcats. We'll be back here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. After this timeout, we're going to the flip sides, Bulldogs from the north to the south when we come back.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Welcome back to Bulldog Bowl, Bulldog fans and Deming fans who may be tuning in here that couldn't make the trip over. Thanks for joining us. It's going to be Bulldog 1st down at the Deming Wildcat 36-yard line as they swap ends, like I said there as we took the break. Just an aside, Robbie, we've got a bunch of extra cheerleaders on the down on the track tonight as they had their cheer camp this week. The cheerleaders did. All right, trips to the near side, which is the wide side. Going to throw a little flare route out there to the 30. He's got a man blocking for him. He's down the sideline. That's going to be a touchdown after he broke the tackle.
As soon as Ethan Kahn caught that, he thought, man, he's going down the sideline because the receivers have done a great job out here blocking. One tried to reach from behind and get him, but he ran through that. And that's why Kahn comes in tonight with 7 touchdowns. Now he has 8. But he's got 18 receptions, 393 yards. He averages 21 yards a catch and 131 yards a game. So Ethan just a dangerous receiver for the Bulldogs anytime he gets the ball in his hands.
Swinging gate, we've gone for 2 both previous times. Now we're going to swing out of it as we didn't get those 2 two-point conversions. And we're going to line up in a regular PAT now with the score 18-0 in the first half, 11:52 to go in the first half. Here's the kick. And it's up, and it's good. So with 11:52 to go here in the first half, Bulldogs 19, Wildcats from Deming 0. We'll be back after this timeout.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
This scoring summary brought to you by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you get with Robbie tomorrow. That took 3 plays, covered 51 yards for the Artesia Bulldogs, 36-yard touchdown pass from Casadas to Kahn. The extra point was good by Dominguez. Bulldogs 19, Wildcats 0.
Kicking team on the field for Artesia, KOR on for Deming. And we've kicked it deep both times we've kicked it. Here's our 3rd kickoff of the first half. And it's going to be kicked deep again, and it's going to be bounce outside, and then it's going to once again come back into the field of play. And a good job running there by number 3 to get all the way back out to close to his 18-yard line.
Boy, you'd like to think Deming means to do that, right? Hits at the 1-yard line and bounces backwards back into play, or staying in play. Pizarro thought it was going to go into the end zone like anybody normally probably would, or any kick would. But it took a Bulldog bounce, so great field advantage right here for the Bulldogs.
So they'll start out at their own 18-yard line, will the Deming Wildcat offense. Our score, if you're just joining us with 11:48 to go here in the first half, is 19-0 in favor of our Artesia Bulldogs. Deming lines up with that sniffer back on the right side behind the right tackle. They got a slot and a wide out to that wide side as well. Quarterback Alfaro with a running back to his left in the shotgun. Snap is back, going to run a little counter. Quarterback keeps it, and he breaks into the defense secondary. He's to the 40, to the 45, out to about the 48-yard line.
Well, they pulled a lineman from the right, came around the left. He followed him up through the hole, and the lineman had no one to block. There was no defensive lineman for the Bulldogs, no linebacker. And he was 10 yards following his lineman down the field before he just broke off to the right. There is a flag, but Bulldogs need to fix that.
Well, it may be that somebody got held that would have normally made a tackle, so that's the call. Holding, the penalty is sitting at the 21-yard line, so that'll probably be where they mark it from, or that's where the flag is laying.
So updated score, Goddard 22, Santa Teresa 6. And last score we had, Levington still leading Roswell 21-6.
All right, so they're marking it back to the 8-yard line of the Deming Wildcats. It'll be first down and 20 from there. So I always thought that they marked it from where the flag was laying, and I'll get a clarification from our official in the booth here in just a minute, Mr. Larry Dean. But they marked it from the line of scrimmage. First down and 20. Alfaro brings man into motion. Snap is back, turn, hands it off, a little counter again, and he'll break in on this left side for a pickup of about 4, maybe 5.
Gail Reese, number 13 for the Bulldogs, came up on the right side, defensive end, and blitzed in there, took on the block, and that's where they're running right by him. He got off that block and made a good tackle for the Bulldogs.
Second down and 15 for Deming. We're down to 11:03 and counting. The ball in the near hash as Alfaro will jog back into the huddle to give the play. And I was looking down there. I said that we got little girl cheerleaders, a whole slew of them that practiced this week. And I was trying to find my granddaughter, but there's too many of them. All right, Alfaro, empty backfield. He's got a slot and a wide out on either side. He brings number 3 in motion to that left side. Alfaro's going to keep it, and he's going to get into the mouth of the defense and pick up about 5 yards.
Yeah, just following his lineman through that hole. Tootie McNeil for the Bulldogs making that tackle. But, you know, I was thinking, but they're down 19-0 here in the second quarter. You'd think they'd abandon the run game and go passing, but they're not. Sticking with the run.
Yeah, that's the bread and butter, and I would be, unless they're down by, but we'll see if the Bulldogs can stretch this lead out, but their attack is to run the ball. Alfaro for the most part, but he's handed it off a lot tonight too, so, and they've had some success with those counters and things. All right, they're going to have trips to the far side, which is the short side of the field. Alfaro's running back to his right and behind him. He's going to run a speed option. Bulldogs played it perfectly, and that's a tackle for loss. It'll bring up 4th down.
Just come flying up. There's number 21 for the Bulldogs, Hayden Harcrow, who has pitch responsibility on that option. And, boy, he just got enough of him to get him down to the ground. So great play by Harcrow.
All right, so it was a loss of 1. It's 4th down and 9 at their own 19-yard line. They kicked the punt team out there for Deming, and the punt return team, of course, on for the Bulldogs, as Deming had a man coming on a little bit late, or getting to his position a little bit late. He's got to get up on the line, which he did. All right, snap is back. It bounces. The Bulldogs were there almost for the block. It's going to be returnable, and the Bulldogs set up a wall on this left side. He'll get around the first guy. The Bulldog don't crack back. He gets by him. He's to the 30. Spins, still trying to run forward. Now we got a flag coming in. So we got a flag right there at the point of attack at the 35-yard line. But a good return there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Charlie Campbell, deep guy for the Bulldogs, caught that punt, took off to the right, and there was an unblocked Deming Wildcat bearing down on him from the backside, and he just outran him. He took off to the right, and his speed showed there as he turned that corner and went up the field. So good job by Campbell.
Illegal block against the Bulldogs, so that'll mark them back. But a great return and still good field position for Artesia as they get ready to mark this penalty off. 9:03 to go in the first half. Bulldogs lead 19-0, but their possession here will start on the Wildcat 34-yard line. And the Bulldogs have scored. They've had the ball three times, and they've scored all 3 times. This is actually their third offensive set right here, but they scored on the opening kickoff. A formation, ball in the near hash. Galindo to the right and a little behind Casadas, the quarterback. Snap back, turn, hand it off. Galindo going to bounce it outside and then gets by the first guy that came up. Little juke step, and he'll pick up about 5 yards.
He's so shifty. I mean, the Bulldog got 5 guys in the box, so he hands it off to Galindo. He starts heading up there, bounces it outside, and had one-on-one and just left a guy standing there in the turf as he went around him with his juke move.
Gave the old 1-2 and then bye.
Ole.
Ole. Second down and 5 for the Bulldogs at the 29-yard line. 8:31 and counting in the first half. Artesia has the ball near the far hash. Again, an A formation look. Actually, they're going to stack them again. So the slot backing up behind the wideout on either side. Galindo with to the right of Quesada. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off. No, he's going to throw it, and nobody close to him. He's to the 20, to the 15, and finally gets pushed out of bounds at about the 14, maybe the 13-yard line.
As you said, got them stacked out there on the left and right, and they throw it to Diego Lopez on the left over there, but they pulled the backside guard and tackle like a run play, which holds the linebackers.
Yep.
And they threw it out to Diego, and Parr is out blocking in front of him. So easy first down, Bulldogs.
All the way down to the 13-yard line of the Deming Wildcats. And so the Bulldogs keep the ball in the far hash. They're going to come in tight with a trips package, but tight on the right side. One receiver to the far side, which is the short side of the field. Galindo on the right of Casadas. He's going to run this way. Looks like a run all the way. And, boy, the Deming Wildcats really played it well as number 28 made another tackle for loss.
Yeah, just trying to go student body right, basically. Got that bunch set by the line and everybody get a hat on somebody and let Casadas go up there and run the ball to the right. But Sebastian Acuna had a lot to say about that as he broke through and tackled him for a loss.
Yeah, and so it may be, you said this earlier, the first opposite jersey you come to put a block on him, and I don't think nobody did that with him because he came kind of free. And there was actually 2 other Wildcats coming in as well. So, all right, trips to the far side, which is the wide side. Deming acting like they're going to have a blitz off the left side. We're going to look and just throw a little swing to Galindo. Good blocking out there by his receivers, and he'll pick up all the way down to about the 6-yard line. Well, let's see where they mark him down.
One of the most difficult things to do is, as a wide receiver, to hold a block for 4 or 5 seconds out there while the play's developing. Ethan Kahn did a great job out there holding his block to be able to pick up those yards or to get Galindo those yards. So great job by Kahn.
All right, it's going to be 3rd down and 3, actually 4 for Artesia at the 7-yard line of the Deming Wildcats. 15 on the play clock as Casadas had gone over to the sideline again, talking to Coach Maupin, and they're going to come out in a formation look. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. And he takes a look over the defense. They act like they're going to bring a bunch. They do bring 5, but there's a penalty. And did we run out of time? False start on the Bulldogs. That's going to back us up 5. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 now instead of 3rd and 5.
So you look at matchups, and we got Eglin and Byers as our wideouts. Both of them are 6'3", 6'4", and their corners look to be about 5'9", 5'10". So we'll see if we try to take advantage of those matchups.
3rd down and a long 7 for the Artesia Bulldogs. Again, a formation look. Galindo to the left. Snap is back. Looking to throw. He does look like he went the opposite way, so misread there between the quarterback and the tall receiver out here.
Yeah, he was throwing it up to Eglin in this right corner of the end zone, and Casadas threw it to the pylon, and Eglin turned inside. So just, as you said, miscommunication between them two, but they are looking to take advantage of that height that our receivers have.
All right, we got the kicking team coming on here to kick a field goal. It will be a 27-yard attempt. Actually, it'll be a 28-yard attempt as they put the ball down on the 18 is where Warren will do the holding.
Corman Dominguez, and he has the leg to easily make this.
So it's on the left hash. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It looks good. And it was. So with 7:11 to go in the first half, the score 22-0 Artesia. We're going to go ahead and take a break here from one of our great sponsors. Stay right there.
Hey guys, it's Holly with Nels Floral here in Artesia. Homecoming is coming up, and Nels Floral is ready to be your homecoming hero. With mums, garters, Artesia Bulldog plush, balloons, and bouquets, Nels Floral is hometown proud and Bulldog strong. The place to go for proms, weddings, holidays, school events, and everyday flowers, and of course, Bulldog sports. For homecoming or any occasion, think Nels Floral. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 712 West Dallas Avenue, 575-746-3775.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. 7:11 to go. Knock on that glass.
I know.
As we line up on the kickoff team. Did Josh forget the stats?
Hey. So the Bulldogs having a good game right here, Joby. They came out strong, and they come in with a good offense. They're averaging 300 yards or plus a game, the Wildcats are, and the defense is just stifling right now.
Boy, a good kick. He called for the fair catch on a bouncer. I guess you can do that as long as you call it.
That's number 5, Manny Lerma. Being coached to do that, evidently, because they've seen us pooch it to the right, mainly to the left side on the kickoff team, kick return team, sorry. And so he just called that fair catch immediately.
Yeah, but it was a bouncer. I mean, I think he bounced it. Maybe
I thought he caught it there.
Well, I know, but I mean, I thought we kicked it in and it bounced real high. But in any case, fair catch. So at the 34-yard line, and just so you fans know what I was giggling about, we were both looking at our scorekeeper saying, where's that? He said it wasn't a touchdown. He didn't give us the scoring summary. We kicked a three-pointer. That's what happened. All right, Alfaro moves the man into motion. Snap is back, turn, hands it off to number 3. He's got some room, gets around the corner to the 50. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the Bulldog 48-yard line. Good counter tray there.
Yeah, that counter's hurting the Bulldogs right now. They pull a right lineman. They block down to the right, pull a lineman from the right, bring him around to the left side, and there's no one for him to block again. He just got in behind him, which the running back again was Pizarro, and boy, he picked up an easy first down.
I think what's happening on that is our linebackers are getting caught up in the mud. They're getting up in there. They're trying to get through, and it's just like they seal us off because we're not bouncing outside. All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 on the Bulldog side of things at the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs for the Deming Wildcats. 7:05 to go here in the first half. Deming breaks the huddle, but a timeout taken by Deming, so you know what? We'll take one as well. Artesia 22, the Deming Wildcats 0 with 7:05 to go here in the first half. We'll be right back.
It's almost time for the Eastern New Mexico State Fair in Roswell. HF Sinclair invites you to attend the fair for all the fun and excitement it brings. From the concerts and shows to the livestock shows and 4-H sale to the food and model trains. The Pecos Valley Model Railroad giant HO scale train layout has been in operation at the fair since 1983. The train layout is inside the exhibit building in the fair, and trains are operating every day. HF Sinclair is a proud supporter of the Pecos Valley Model Railroad and hopes to see you at this year's Eastern New Mexico State Fair, September 30th through October 5th.
All right, we're back here after the Deming timeout. Both teams, well, the Bulldogs now coming off of their huddle, Deming as well. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 48-yard line for the Deming Wildcat offense, and I think this is their deepest going into our territory of the evening. They had too many men on the field, and he was coming out of that huddle, but I guess they weren't huddled on the field, so no call. Empty backfield. Bulldogs showing like they're going to bring some blitz up. Turn, fake the handoff. Now he's going to draw back the pass, but boy, he's being chased. He's rolling away from the pressure. He's going to throw it down the field, and that's caught. He came back to the line, came back to his quarterback like a good receiver would.
Well, I looked at he was going to hand it off, then it looked like Alfaro was going to run up the middle. Then all of a sudden he backed up, but Johnson came flying through the middle, flushed him to the right, and then he rolled good throw to Pizarro over there for a good pickup.
So a 10-yard pickup. Pizarro was about 16 yards down the field, and he come charging back when he saw his quarterback roll away from pressure. So good throw, as you said. He hit him right in the numbers, and he caught it and got the first down. So 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 38-yard line. Ball remains on the far hash. Alfaro has a running back to his right in the backfield. An H-back on this left side, plus a slot and receiver on the wide side. Slot and wide out turn, fake the handoff. Alfaro looking for somewhere to go, and he is tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard falling forward.
They're just pulling that lineman, trying to go up on the right side that time. But number 99, Chris Aguilar for the Bulldogs, did a great job of getting off his block, and he hit him in the backfield. Alfaro was able to run through it, but he slowed him down enough for the linebackers to come up and make that play. We got an updated score: Lovington 28, Roswell 6.
And that game is where? Is it in Lovington or is it in? I don't know either. I didn't look at the schedule very close. In Lovington. I heard down the way. All right, so second down and 9. They've got a bunch set. Trips in the bunch on the left side, which is the wide side. Alfaro takes the snap. He's going to roll out to the left side. They have a flooded, and then he pumps it, keeps the ball, and he's just going to get out of bounds at about the, maybe got 1 or 2 yards. Good coverage.
Oh, yeah, great coverage by the secondary. Had everybody blanketed. He's rolling to his left. He's looking downfield. He wanted to throw the ball. Number 52 for the Bulldogs, Rafael Orozco, broke through and forced him to roll to the left as he had good pressure on him.
So it's actually a loss on the play. So a loss of 1 yard. It'll be second down and 10 from the Bulldog 38. It's third down and 10. That's right. So third down and 10. They're going to go trips to the far side, which is the wide side. A more standard-looking trips. Running back to the right of Alfaro in the backfield is Pizarro. Snap is back, turns, fakes the handoff. He's going to go. Boy, the Bulldogs got turned around. Alfaro to the 20, to the 15. He's going to go in for the touchdown. And we had guys there, Robbie, looking at the running back. He ran right by their backs.
Yeah, he did. He just faked that to the back, and he pulled it, went around the right side. They had a split out and trips on that side, or spread out. And so he just cut it up the middle, then broke across the grain to the left side. Charlie Campbell tried to catch him, and he couldn't. So great run by Alfaro.
22-6 our score with 5:39 to go here in the first half as they'll line up for a standard-looking PAT here. Will the Wildcats. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it looks like it is no good, and it is not. So with 5:39 to go, 22-6, Bulldogs will be back for the rest of the first half. And actually, I'm just going to keep it here. I just realized where we're at in our broadcast. I'm going to keep it right here, Robbie. So 22-6, Bulldogs over the Wildcats, 5:39 to go.
So there's probably some questions across the state whenever Lovington jumped to number 1. When Roswell and Artesia are the defending state championship teams that played last year, and both of them come back loaded this year. Lovington coming up from 4A to 5A. They did win state in 4A last year, but that's a jump into 5A. And so probably some questions, but Lovington's showing they're for real right now. The touchdown summary presented, well, no. That scoring drive by the Deming Wildcats took 5 plays, 66 yards, 38-yard touchdown run by Alfaro. The extra point was no good. Score with 5:39 left in the first half. Bulldogs 22, Wildcats 6.
All right, let's see if they kick it deep to us again or if they squib it. And here comes the kick, and he is going to punch it up the middle. We got a chance to run it. We will. And coming around this left side and then immediately hit, but breaks the tackle. Going down the right side. He's got Bulldogs in front of him. Alfaro, actually, it's going to be gone for a touchdown. I see no penalties. 5, touchdown, Artesia.
Well, number 10 had a hold of Con back there, Bustamante, and Con shows that weight room strength that's, doing all those squats and everything he's doing in the offseason as he just ran through that tackle. He high-stepped it through it, and then he went down the sideline, got some great blocks, and again, his speed showing down that sideline. So, but that kick went to Warren, who's the quarterback. That hardly ever happens.
Well, the Bulldog, he had moved way up.
Yeah, so he came up, took the kick, and then turned around and was able to run the starburst and give it to Con.
Yeah, they tried to just pooch it, really. I mean, they tried to not kick it deep, but we had kind of played for that. And so that's the second touchdown scored by the Bulldog kickoff return team tonight. And our score now 28-6. Bulldogs line up in the swinging gate as the ball kind of came in late, so the official put it down. We'll see if they swing out of it or if they try for 2 again. Man in motion. They're going to swing out of the swinging gate and line up in the traditional PAT formation. Warren will do the holding. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So again, we'll keep it here, Robbie. 5:24 to go here in the first half, and the Bulldogs score again. I already said it once, I'm going to say it again. 2 times on kickoff return have the Bulldogs scored tonight.
Yeah, and what do? You kick it deep, we score a touchdown. You try to pooch it in the middle of the field, we score a touchdown. I mean, our special teams are so dangerous, including, and we talk about all the time, our extra point. I mean, to take practice time to work on our swinging gate in the 45 different plays we run out of it is very difficult to prepare for. And the kickoff team or kickoff return is very difficult to prepare for. And again, it's hard to match our athletes with your scout team in practice. The speed, the durability, even the strength of running through tackles. So, that's frustrating for a coach on the opposing sideline. Kick it here, kick it there, and we still score on it.
And I was just thinking, we've scored twice. Well, they've only kicked off twice, and we scored both times. They kicked off to start the ball game, and then they just now scored a touchdown, and we turned it right around on them and answered with a kickoff return for a touchdown. All right, so we got 5:24 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs 29, Wildcats 6, and the kickoff is coming from the Bulldogs kickoff team. The ball on the X on the 40. We're going to kick it deep on the left side, backing up and catching it at the 1-yard line. Well, actually goes to his hands, but then he picks it up on a fortuitous bounce, makes one man miss, makes another man miss, and finally tackled out there at about the 29-yard line.
That's Pizarro running that ball up the right sideline. It looks like Miguel Soto was in on that tackle for the Bulldogs. So good return by Pizarro as Bulldogs were down there, and he made a couple of them miss.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 29-yard line. 5:18 to go here in the first half. As the Deming Wildcats huddle up, ball on the far hash from us here in the press box. They'll break the huddle with a running back to the left of Alfaro in the backfield. They got a slot and a wide out, and the ball coming in late for them, but they had the officials have it now, and they set it down. So Alfaro will have his running back to his left. Takes a look over the Bulldog defense. Snap is back, turn, fake the handoff. He's going to throw it out route over here. Good play, good catch. To the 40, down the sideline, tripped up, and gets all the way out to the 49-yard line. A huge pickup of 19.
We got our linebackers in tight, and just running that out route is Julian Bustamante. And, man, he caught that, and our linebacker was about 6 or 7 yards behind him trying to catch him. So good read there by Alfaro, good catch by Bustamante.
So he faked that handoff and immediately turned it through that long out route. They were on the far hash. He made a perfect throw across the field. It's a difficult throw for a quarterback, but he made it perfectly. And so a big pickup of 19. 1st and 10, trips to the far side, which is the wide side. Running back to the right of Alfaro in the backfield. As the Bulldog defense ready to go. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off on that tray again. He breaks through a tackle and then almost breaks another tackle, picks up about 5.
That's Pizarro again. And like we said, sticking with that running game. They scored a touchdown with it last time and handed Pizarro on that left side. And, but Grantham had a hold of him. And I haven't seen too many guys run through a tackle of Grantham, and he did. He just kept those legs turning and ran right through it.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 at the Bulldog 46-yard line. 4:12 and counting here in the first half. 29-6 Bulldogs if you're just joining us. Ball on the near hash. Deming will come out with a slot and a wide out on either side. Running back is Pizarro to the left of Alfaro in the backfield. He's standing at his own 49-yard line where he'll catch the snap. Snap is back. They're going to run it again, hand it off to Pizarro, and he's going to try to break tackles, but this time met and wrapped up, brought to the ground after a pickup of about 1.5.
Yeah, there's a guy we've missed the last 2 weeks, and that's our middle linebacker, Johnson. He read that, shot through the gap, wrapped his arms around him, and made the tackle. So good job by Johnson.
Pick up about 1. It'll be 3rd down and 4 now for the Wildcats. As again, Alfaro goes to the sideline. He'll come jogging back into the huddle with 21 seconds on the play clock. On the game clock, 3:25 and counting to go here in the first half. Deming wants to score here and take it down to 0 and not have to kick off or squib it, and then get the ball coming out in the second half to try to get this within a touchdown. Trips tight for the Wildcats. They're going to just run student body right. And Alfaro will turn, and he's being dragged. Now he breaks through, and he's going to get down the right sideline before he's finally thrown out of bounds. Another good job by the Deming Wildcats. Alfaro breaks through.
Yeah, and he's patient. Student body right, and we had it all jammed up, and it looked like we were going to make a tackle, and he just found a crease, however small it was, shot through it and then went down that right sideline before Miguel Soto made the tackle. It was a touchdown-saving tackle.
3:03 to go in the first half. Alfaro coming from the sideline after talking to his head coach, or to his coach. I don't know if it's head coach or maybe they got an offensive coordinator. Either way, he got the play. Ball remains on the far hash. He's going to have Pizarro to his right in the backfield. He's got a slot and a wideout on either side. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 24-yard line as Alfaro looks over the Bulldog defense. Waiting for the snap. Snap is back, going to turn, keeps it himself, gets around the right side, and then shoved out of bounds after a pickup of maybe none.
Okay, that's a really good play by Pacheco for the Bulldogs, playing that outside linebacker on that side. He stayed home because he rode Pizarro. It looked like he may give it to him. He pulled it, tried to go to the right, but Pacheco just stayed home and then pushed him out of bounds. So no pickup on that play because of the great play.
2nd down and 10 at the Bulldog 24-yard line. 4 seconds ticked away before he was knocked out of bounds, so the clock is stopped with 2:59 to go here in the first half. But the Deming Wildcats driving and threatening as they're on the Bulldog 24-yard line. Slot and a wide out on either side, ball in the far hash. Pizarro to the left of Alfaro in the shotgun. Snap is back. He's going to throw the ball. He throws an out route. It's caught at the 21, and he stays in bounds, and he's driven back, but he's going to give him forward momentum to the 24.
Anthony Munoz just came across that middle right under our linebackers, and Alfaro waited on him to clear, threw it to him, so a 5-yard pickup.
3rd down and 5 for the for the Deming Wildcats at the Bulldog 19-yard line. He did not go out of bounds, so the clock is ticking away, 2:27 and counting. They're going to come out in that slot and a wideout on either side with a running back to the left of Alfaro in the shotgun, so the Bulldog A formation look. Alfaro looking over the defense. He brings in man in motion. He's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, runs into the teeth of the defense, and they wrap him up. And he didn't get much if he got anything.
No, Soto, Grantham, Johnson. He should have handed it to number 7 because they all stayed on Alfaro. All 4 Bulldogs stayed on him and just collapsed on him.
And you might call that his own read, but he may just be told, you just keep the ball. Because as you said, it looked like he had a lot of room. Pizarro would have had a lot of room, but he pulled it out and then was met at the line of scrimmage. In fact, he lost a yard, so it's going to be 4th down. 1:41 and counting here. Is he still on the sideline with 11 seconds to go on the play clock? And is he gimpy over there, or are they just going to let it run down and call a timeout apparently? So they'll get the 3, 2, 1, and now a timeout taken for Deming. That's the 2nd timeout they've taken. The Bulldogs have not taken any yet here in the first half with 1:28 to go. And 4th down and a 6 at the Bulldog 20-yard line with the score 29-6, Artesia.
See if we can get some scoring updates here. We should be able to get those final scores as we started 30 minutes late, so hopefully we can see some finals before we finish here tonight.
So both teams talking about it with their respective coaches on the sidelines or close to the sideline on either side. As Deming called their 2nd timeout, they're trying to decide what they want to do here. Down by 3 scores. It's 29-6. And so 23 points down with 1:28 to go in the first half. They will get the ball coming out in the second half as they won the toss and deferred the Wildcats. So their goal, as I said, well, of course your goal is to score every time you get the ball offensively, but right here in this position, they want to score and not leave any time left and then come out and get the ball and try to score again with their first and get back within 1 score.
And the Bulldogs playing well tonight. They did score on that last drive they had, but mixing it up on the defense. The offense is clicking. They're moving the ball down the field, had some big plays. They've also had a long, sustained drive. So Bulldogs look good so far.
4th down, they're going to invert. Their slot goes up on the line. Receiver on the left side, which is the wide side, back. They bring the other slot in motion. He crosses the face. The quarterback's going to look to throw the ball. He does throw it. It's caught, and that's going to be a 1st down. Boy, right at the line, right at the yard to make.
Yeah, it's Max Allison, number 81, just ran past the chains, ran a stop route. Alfaro waited for him, threw a perfect timing, good catch, good throw, good 1st down pickup for him.
But got it by about a foot, so a good job there. And kind of in traffic, boy, threw a BB, hit his guy right where he needed to, did Alfaro. So 1st down and 10 at the Bulldog 14-yard line as they go trips to the wide side. Alfaro has Pizarro to his right in the backfield. and one receiver to the near side with the DB right up on him on the Bulldog side of things. They're all playing up press. Going to hand it off and breaking through on that left side, Pizarro, and he just bulls forward for a pickup of 7.
Well, offensive line is doing a great job tonight for the Deming Wildcats. They're getting a push on those running plays, or they're at least sealing off our linemen and linebackers. That time they did get a push, and Pizarro got in behind him. There was Bulldogs there, but they just kept pushing it down the field, so good job.
2nd down and 3 at the Bulldogs 7. As they're going to break the huddle with 29 seconds to go in the first half. And it's clicking away on them. They're 17 on the play clock, but on the game clock down to 24. Snap is back. Alfaro all the way, and he's going to stumble and fall after the pickup first down. That'll stop the clock for a minute. It'll be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, you had to know that was coming. That student body right with Alfaro just looking for a lane. He found it cut up. Harcrow reached in there and just clipped his foot to trip him up.
Clock is rolling. We're down to 14 seconds. They're going to line up in a tight bunch set on the right side, one receiver to the near side. It's just going to be Alfaro again. He's going to bounce side and score. Easy. Bulldogs, nobody there, and that is a scoring drive. They got 12 on the board now, 29-12 with only 6 seconds to go in the first half.
Our corner over there, Alfaro looked like he was going to cut it in. Our corner came up to help, and then he bounced it out, and there was no one outside. You know, you got outside contain. You let the inside handle it. You make sure nobody gets outside of you, and had a breaking that time for the Bulldog defense.
Now they're going to run a swinging gate looking thing. They got one lineman was on, shouldn't have been. He's running off the field now. So Alfaro in the shotgun. He's got a receiver to the far side, and now we're going to have a timeout taken by the Bulldogs as they want to talk about this 2-point conversion. Our score 29-12 Bulldogs, but just like they wanted to draw it up, they got down the field, and with 6 seconds on the clock, they're going to go for 2 or kick a PAT.
Yeah, and again, coming in tonight, you got number 1, Lovington, against number 2, Roswell. Last score we had on that was Lovington 28, Roswell 6. And then you got number 3 in Artesia, number 4 in Deming, coming in here to the Bulldog Bowl. Artesia leads 29-12 right now with the knocking on the door for the extra point here. And then you have Gadsden, who won last night against Mayfield, and Goddard against Santa Teresa. Last score we had there was Goddard 22. And Santa T 6, and that is Goddard is ranked 7th and Santa T is 9th. So some good games going on tonight in 5A.
Yeah, all of our teams playing or have played Gadsden and Mayfield last night. Everybody else, the other 6 teams, matched up. And so Goddard, Santa T, us, Deming, and Lovington, Roswell. Which is what you just said.
That's what I just said.
I know, I just repeated it. I was watching Robbie laugh at me, but that's okay. I just repeated him. But I didn't give the scores, and you did. All right, man in motion. Alfaro's going to take the snap. He's going to roll to that side, throws it in the end zone, and that is no good. No penalty flags down. So with 6 seconds left, it'll be 29-12 when they come out to kick. And I'm just going to go out on a limb. It's a pretty strong one. Pretty strong limb. I don't think they're going to kick it deep to it.
No, squib it down the field, let it bounce around. Don't put it in the air anywhere. Just squib it down the field. But I love that, what the Bulldogs did on that 2-point conversion. They got Charlie Campbell up there by the center, who's one of our fastest guys. As soon as that ball was snapped, he was sprinting towards Alfaro and gave him no time to even look as we had him covered in the end zone anyway. It won't flip for me, Josh.
All right, so the kickoff team on for Deming. The Bulldogs kickoff return team on, of course. And the anticipation here is they won't kick it deep. This will be their 3rd kick of the first half. First 2 kicks were returned for touchdowns by the Bulldogs, and they just lay that ball flat on the ground, so I don't think he's trying to kick it deep.
Good scoring drive by the Deming Wildcats. 10 plays, 71 yards. 2-yard touchdown run by Alfaro. Kick was no good.
And this kick will be just a squib to the left side of the return team. It's going to be caught. No reason to catch that. I don't understand what the Bulldogs were thinking there. Could have just went out of bounds. They had a kick again.
And no time off the clock, right? So that's Porter Hardiman over there. It maybe the Wildcats were bearing down. Maybe he felt a little pressure just to go ahead and secure the ball.
1st and 10 for Artesia at their own 34-yard line after that little roller to the right side. 6 seconds to go. Bulldogs look like they're probably going to run a play. Coach Maupin talking to his quarterback on the sideline. And we haven't seen a deep throw, have we? I don't remember a deep throw.
Yeah, there was one across the middle on a post route.
That's right, and it was caught.
Para.
Yeah. Okay, so we have seen one deep throw. Deming probably been told to play deep, and Alfaro's back there in the safety position. I think the other may be Pizarro, is it?
Yeah.
The quarterback, running back duo are other safeties for the Deming Wildcats. Trips to the near side, twins to the far side. Casadas in the backfield by himself. They got 3 guys up on the line, but the linebacker looked like he was going to come. And now a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. So another timeout, their second. They looked at their defense, wanted to see how they lined up against it, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's interesting because usually when we go empty backfield, they bring at least 6 people because we can only block 5. So it doesn't give Casadas time for the play to develop, especially on this where he wants to go deep. But they had 3 linemen and 2 linebackers, and everybody else kind of falling back deep. So Coach Maupin is going to call something different or set up something different here.
So they come over and talk to Coach. Now they break the huddle there. They were about on the 30-yard marker there on the field where the Bulldogs offense. And they're going to come trips again to this near side, which is the wide side of the field. Deming breaks their huddle. 6 seconds to go here in the first half. Bulldogs lead 29-12 over the Wildcats. And so Casadas will look over this defense, and they are playing back. And now they just got 3 down linemen and 1 linebacker. And he's shaded to the left side. Snap is back. They're going to bring him off the corner, though. Casadas is going to be, well, he's going to go down the sideline. He's got a lot of room to run. Can he make guys miss? And he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Good pickup, but that will be the final play of the half. 29-12 in favor of the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, thank you, Joby. Robbie, we're going to take a break for halftime here, and the band is going to be performing. We want to let everybody know that the band is our Fan of the Week this week, courtesy of Tate Branch. And I don't know if Tate knows, but he's got to get 19 mugs and 19 $50 gift cards from Adobe Rose. No, he doesn't. Anyway, before while the band is getting ready to come out, we want to say hi to Cambria Ponce from KFC here in Artesia and Taco Bell. And you're treating everybody up in the press box tonight. What have you brought for us to enjoy tonight?
So we brought some classic 2-piece meals. You can't go wrong with the original chicken. And then we brought some of our classic and the chicken sandwiches, some spicy, some classic.
Okay. What seems to be more popular? Do people like the spicy sandwiches, or is it kind of half and half?
I think it's half and half.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys open tonight?
Yes, we're open tonight, and we will not close till we get our last car after the game. So stay open later.
So if this sounds delicious to you and you want to go by and get something to eat after the game,
or even if you want some tacos.
That's right. That's right. Taco Bell have anything special right now?
No, we don't.
Okay.
Nacho fries are back, so.
Nacho fries.
They came back yesterday.
All right. Well, thank you, Cambry. Appreciate you bringing it by. All right. Let's take you down onto the field and the Artesia High School Marching Band and their halftime performance.
Summon the heroes. Enjoy. senior class of 2025. Each student will be recognized with their parents and families for their hard work and dedication to our Artesia Bulldog Band program. Mr. Jakin Argo, son of Becky and Jared Argo. Jakin has played sousaphone and tuba for 7 years in our program. He's been selected as an outstanding musician and made first divisions on all his solos. Jakin plans to enlist in the Navy or become a financial planner. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jakin Argo. Miss Patience Bannister, daughter of Robbie Taylor and granddaughter of Jerry Burchett. Patience has played clarinet and bass clarinet in our band for 7 years. She's made first divisions on all of her solos and marched down Main Street at Disneyland. Her future plans include going to a Christian university to study nursing and personal caretaking. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Patience Bannister. Miss Sarina Bejarano, daughter of Kelly and Damar Ortega. She has played clarinet in band for 7 years. She's made Division I's on all her solos and marched at Disneyland in 2022. Other activities include being the varsity cross-country manager for 3 years. Serena plans to attend New Mexico State University and get her bachelor's and master's degrees in business management. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Serena Bejarano. Miss Carissa Chavez, daughter of Felicia and Jared Bowen. Carissa has been a percussionist for 7 years in our band. She's a drum major this year. She's been awarded several scholarships to Texas Tech Band Camp since the 8th grade and received a certificate of musical excellence from Dr. Pagan at Texas Tech Band Camp last year. She made all-district honor band in 2020. She's a member of the National Honor Society and the National Society of High School Scholars. She's in cheerleading, made highest honors and honor roll, and is a STEM program alumni. Carissa plans to go to Texas Tech University and get a master's in nursing to become a pediatric infusionist nurse or an ultrasound technician. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carissa Chavez. Mr. Micaiah Janeo, son of Allison Rodriguez. Micaiah has made first divisions on all of his Artesia and district solos. He plans to attend trade school in Florida and do pipeline welding. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Micaiah Janeo. Miss Brogan Goodrich, daughter of Robin and Lance Goodrich. Brogan has played trumpet for 7 years in our band. She made Division I's in all of her solos, made all-district honor band 3 years, and all-state band 2 years. Other school activities include FFA. Brogan plans to attend college to become an equine veterinarian. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brogan Goodrich. Miss Ann Greenwood, daughter of Sarah Elizabeth and Adam Hartley Greenwood. Ann couldn't be with us tonight because she's on a college visit. Ann has played French horn for 7 years, keyboard and jazz band for 4 years, and keyboard percussion for 1 year in our band. She's an outstanding soloist and received first divisions on all her solos. She won the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, been an outstanding freshman, junior, and outstanding musician. Ann is a 5-year state qualifier on the swim team, won state FFA in 4 competitions, and is a registered parliamentarian. She receives highest honors every year and is an athlete representative for New Mexico swimming. Ann wants to go to BYU Provo and earn a degree. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Greenwood. Mr. Case Horner, son of Michael Horner and Kane Horner. Case has played percussion in our band for 7 years. He's made ones on all his solos and marched down Main Street at Disneyland in 2022. He's a proud member of student council and in advanced academic classes since his freshman year. Case would like to attend college, major in business, and be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Case Horner. Miss Jasmine Martinez, daughter of Rachel Hayter and Buddy Hayter. Jasmine has played clarinet and saxophone in our band for 7 years. She received first divisions on all her solos and has been first chair in the saxophone section. Other activities include tennis and soccer. Jasmine plans on attending New Mexico State University and studying nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jasmine Martinez. Miss Anna Netherland. Anna is the daughter of Wayne and Laura Netherland. She plays clarinet, bass clarinet, and tenor sax in jazz band. She's made All-State for 3 years, All-District Honor Band 2 years, and received first division ratings on her solos. Anna is also on the tennis team, BPA 2-time state champ, earns highest honors, and is a member of the National Honor Society. She plans to go to college to be a speech-language pathologist. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Anna Netherland. Mr. Caleb Palmer. Caleb is the son of Nicole and David Palmer. Plays clarinet for our band and has made first divisions on all of his solos. His other activities are technical theater and woodshop. Caleb's future plans are to attend trade school for electrical engineering and enter an electrical apprenticeship. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Caleb Palmer. Miss Julissa Renteria, daughter of Zenaida and Omar Renteria. Julissa has played flute 7 years and bass drum 3 years in our band. She's received ones on all her solos, marched Main Street in Disneyland, and made All-State Honor Band in 2022. She plans to move to Dallas, Texas and start cosmetology school. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Julissa Renteria. Miss Isabella Salinas, daughter of Zabrine Salinas. Isabella has played clarinet for 7 years and bass drum for 2 years in our band. She's made first divisions on all her solos. Other activities are National Honor Society and taking AP dual credit classes. She wants to attend Eastern New Mexico University, go to medical school, and become a psychiatrist. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Isabella Salinas. Miss Riley Shetterly, the daughter of Brian and Eve Shetterly. Riley has played flute in our band for 7 years. She's received first divisions on her solos, attended Texas Tech Camp, marched Main Street downtown Disney, and will be performing in Corpus Christi, Texas on the USS Lexington in March. She has received her NC3 certification of welding safety through Lincoln Electric Welding School and working on the next certification. Riley's future plans are to attend the Advanced Welding Institute in Walker, Louisiana, and become a rig welder and underwater welder. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Riley Shetterly. Miss Peyton Stone, the granddaughter of Johnny and Debbie Schumann. Peyton has played French horn in our band for 7 years. She's made first divisions on her solos and has been a 2-time outstanding soloist. Peyton has made All-State Band for 2 years. Her other activities include varsity soccer, varsity wrestling, varsity tennis, and National Honor Society. Peyton plans to attend Texas Tech University to receive a bachelor's in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Peyton Stone. And now, the senior band class of 2025 will perform Onward Bulldogs. And the State Branch Fan of the Week, our own Artesia High School Bulldog Marching Band.
As you heard Mr. Danny Parker, public address announcer, say, the Tate Branch Fan of the Week is the Artesia High School Band and the 15 seniors who are recognized tonight. We took a few minutes earlier this week to talk with band director Lisa Dillon, and let's take a listen to that right now. That the Artesia Marching Band and the seniors are the Tate Branch Fans of the Week this week.
Awesome.
And so I'm not sure, I don't think they're going to give every senior a gift card and a mug. So you may get them to represent for the band. But if you would mind sharing, this goes back to even when Tom was band director.
Yes, sir.
How important it is for the band to be a part of supporting the football program, and how much support does the football program give back to the band?
Well, one thing, talking about the culture and our theme this year, that Coach Maupin set up, and the history. When we got here, there weren't many athletes that participated in band, and so Mr. Dillon and Coach Henderson, Coach Cooper Henderson, worked really hard to set up a community and just start getting ladies and gentlemen to be able to participate in athletics and band. And once we did that, then kids and athletes were able to participate in our band program. And then we share kids all the time, and we work really hard with the coaches and our staff. Our staff at all the schools work really hard to make sure that we can share our kids, and so they can participate not in just one activity, but in multiple activities, because that makes a beautiful, well-rounded human being, and allows them extra talents that they can use throughout their entire lifetime. Music and instrument playing is something that you can do your entire life. After you're sitting there, if whatever happens to you, and physically, you can still play and enjoy the gift of music, and also share the gift of music.
That's fantastic. And
Yes, sir.
Obviously the band plays for the football team.
Yes,
but
sir.
during the marching contest, it's become kind of a tradition that the band comes out and supports, or the football players come out and support the band.
Yes, and that was started by Mr. Mike Phipps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And so they let the band come down the championship ramp, or the home ramp, and line that while the band members come down for the marching competition. They've done that before too. So.
It's very impressive. There's band directors and people that haven't been to our marching contest, district marching contest before, that see that, and they are so impressed. They are so impressed with not only our band, but also the support that is shown by our team and coaches, and by our community, because our community comes out. And thank you, Artesia, thank you, Coach Maupin, and thank you, coaches. There was volleyball comes a lot of times, cross country. I mean, all the coaches come to support all the kids that we share, because band shares multiple kids, and that's what makes it fun, because we can support their program and they can support our program, and we can get those kids to be the best human beings they can be.
Excellent. So, fan of the week this week. Congratulations.
Happy day. Well, congratulations band, congratulations seniors.
Very good. Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
Are you ready?
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
University Roswell. Success starts here.
Artesia General Hospital has welcomed cardiologist Luther Weathers to the team. Dr. Weathers is board certified with a subspecialty in cardiovascular diseases. He treats patients with genetic heart defects, heart rhythm disorders, heart failure, coronary artery disease, chronic high blood pressure, and other cardiovascular diseases. Call 575-736-8270 to schedule your visit with Dr. Weathers in Artesia, or visit artesiageneral.com/cardio appointment. Se habla español.
Back to school season has begun. Make sure your kids are ready for school with a clean bill of health. PMS, Artesia Family Health Center, is here for all your back to school needs, including essential immunizations. Their friendly healthcare team is dedicated to keeping your children healthy and ready for success. Immunizations protect your child from serious diseases and keep our communities safe. Schedule your child's appointment today at pmsnm.org or call 575-746-9848. Let's start this school year healthy and strong.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Welcome back to Bulldog Bowl. We got Josh Howard with the halftime stats.
The first half stats for your Artesia Bulldogs: 6 first downs, 9 rushes for 65 yards, 5 receptions for 134 yards passing. For the Deming varsity football team, 11 first downs, 22 rushes for 148 yards, 4 receptions for 41 yards. The stat leaders for the Artesia Bulldogs rushing, Cazares has 4 rushes for 49 yards and a touchdown. Galindo 3 for 15. And then Ethan Kahn had 1 rush. Passing for the Bulldogs, Cazares was 5 for 6 for 134 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving, Bryce Pata has 1 reception for 57 yards. Kahn has 2 for 52 and a touchdown. Diego Lopez 1 for 16. And Frankie Galindo 1 for 9. For Deming, rushing, Alfaro 12 rushes for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pizarro 9 for 50 and Bustamante 1 for 3. Passing, Alfaro was 4 for 7 for 41 yards and 1 interception. Leading the way receiving was Bustamante 1 for 20. Pizarro had 1 for 10. Allison 1 for 7 and Munoz 1 for 4.
All right, thanks, Josh. The opening kickoff of the second half is caught at the 4-yard line by the Deming Wildcats. Coming up is Pizarro. He's going to be gang tackled out at about the 27-yard line, and good run back there by Pizarro.
So listen to those halftime stats. It's interesting. The Bulldogs have 200 yards of offense about. Wildcats have 280 yards, and yet we're winning 29-12. And I think that's a lot of our field position. We've had a short field all night because the defense has done a good job in our kickoff return, or we've just done a good job on that. And they've had some sustained drives, too, against our defense. So that's why they have the more yards. So interesting to hear those stats.
Yeah, and as you said, our kickoff return, they kicked to us actually 3 times. Right there was 6 seconds they kicked a swift kick, but the first 2 times they kicked, which is the opening kickoff, and then after their first touchdown, we scored on those kickoff returns. So you don't get those as offensive stats, but there's another reason. And you may have said that. I may have repeated you. All right, so here's the first down. Alfaro with the running back to his right. He's going to keep the ball, come around the left side. He's got room. He gets into the secondary before he's finally slung down after a pickup of about 9, close to 10.
Yeah, just pulling that right in the back, coming around and pulling the left tackle and left guard. And they come and seal it again for him. Marco Soto makes the tackle, but not before a 9-yard pickup.
So the ball will remain on the near hash. Deming going from the left to the right as we look at him here from the press box, from the north to the south. Still just a ever slight breeze. The big American flag on the north end just barely rippling over there. So basically no wind tonight on this beautiful Friday evening. Alfaro with his running back to his left, trips to the far side, which is the wide side. He's going to turn, take the handoff, looking to throw. Going to throw it across the middle to a wide open receiver. He's caught it, and he picks up a big chunk of yardage for a first down into Bulldog territory.
Munoz, just what's happening is the Bulldogs are playing man-to-man out there because they're keeping another guy in the box in case Alfaro runs or they give it to Pizarro. And so we got man-to-man, and Munoz, number 7, just came across the field, which is a good route against man-to-man coverage. Good throw, good protection by the line, and then good catch by him.
So a big pickup all the way into Bulldog territory. It's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the near hash at the Bulldog 43-yard line. They've got a little bunch set, trips on the left side, which is the wide side, turn, hand it off to Pizarro. He goes into the middle of the teeth of the defense, and he'll pick up 1 yard on the game.
Great job that time by Johnson, McDonald, and looks like Ortiz getting in there on that tackle.
So Alfaro again goes over to the sideline to get his
go ahead.
Get his play.
That was a Roscoe on the tackle. Sorry. I knew that didn't sound right.
2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. There's 17 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle. Again, they'll have a slot and a wide out to either side. And so they kind of mimic the Artesia offense with this set. Running back to the right of Alfaro in the shotgun with 9:48 and counting. He's just going to keep it all the way. Then he drops back to throw it, and boy, the Bulldogs bit, and that's an easy touchdown for the Deming Wildcats.
That's what a running quarterback does for you on offense is the corner and the safety bit on the run. They came up, and the receivers did a good job. They kind of stopped like they were going to block, and then they just took off again. And he hit number 20, Cole Donaldson, for the touchdown.
So they were 10 yards behind both of them. There were 2 receivers running free down the field. He hits one in stride, and so they did exactly what I was talking about. Robbie and I were talking about there near the first half. They took the ball, took over 3 minutes. They got a score, and then they got the ball coming out in the second half, and they get another score. So 29-18, now a penalty flag down. And I said, ooh, because the young man that caught that pass, he spiked it in the end zone. And I didn't think you could do that. But there wasn't any flag, and then and now there is a flag, and I don't know who they're calling it on here, but it may be on the Artesia coaching.
Well, I think the Artesia coaching brought it to their attention what happened. And then we got a sideline warning.
Sideline violation on the Bulldogs, and that was probably on the coaches for the Bulldogs because the players weren't out there.
Yeah.
All right, so they'll line up for their traditional PAT, will the Deming Wildcats. 29-18. Deming scores on their opening drive. Here in the second half, the kick is up, and the kick looked good, and it was. So 29-19, back within 10 are the Deming Wildcats as we go to our first break and hear from Dean Zink here in the second half.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
All right, so Coach Moppin was having a discussion with the White Hat, but they broke that up, and the kickoff return team on for the Bulldogs and the kickoff team on for the Wildcats.
A scoring drive by the Deming Wildcats took 4 plays, went 72 yards. It's a 42-yard touchdown pass from Alfaro to Donaldson. Kick was good. Artesia 29, Wildcats 19 with 9:41 left here in the third quarter.
So the Bulldogs playing up again to see if they do kick it in the middle. Warren all the way out to the 32, now stepping up to the 33, the quarterback of our kickoff return team, and he moves up to the 34. They're just going to roll it up. It's picked up, and then at the 40, tackled there, and I think the ball came out.
No.
It didn't? Okay. So he just spun away from the tackle. Where I thought he went down, I thought the ball came out. But he gets another yard, whoever that was, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
That was Warren on the carry. So one of the scores that's going to really be shocking the state right now is Lovington, the last score we had in the third quarter. Lovington 35, Roswell 6. And, you know, we thought it might be a good game, probably across the state, but not 35-6 Lovington.
So the Wildcats firing on all cylinders for the Lovington football program, as if they get this win tonight, they'll be 4-0 on the season. Bulldogs come out and trips in their first offensive set to the wide side here. Running back is Galindo to the left of quarterback. And then up the middle, Galindo just run right through with great blocking by the Bulldog offensive line for a pickup of about 17.
And that's a great job because there's 5 defensive men in the box, so our linemen pick them all up. Galindo gets the full speed within 4 steps and just bursts through there before the safety comes up and makes the first hit that he runs through, and then some other Wildcats in on the tackle.
Looks like a bullet coming out the end of a barrel. Boy, he shot through there in a hurry. 1st and 10 for Artesia at the Wildcat 39-yard line after that big pickup. Again, trips this time to the far side. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. 1 receiver to the near side. And he's got man coverage, although the safety back there may come over. He's going to turn, hand it off again. This time, nowhere to go. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage, and it looked like he did.
Number 75, Donovan Westbrook, defensive lineman, in on the tackle on Galindo. And Joby, coming into tonight, Casadas, you know, he's got over 1,000 yards so far passing. He's averaging 339 yards a game passing, and at half we had 134 yards. So Casadas is doing a good job throwing the ball, even though we know him as a dual threat quarterback.
All right, so it's going to be trips to the far side, ball in between the far hash in the middle of the field. Lovington, I keep saying, I think in Wildcats, and I'm saying Lovington. Snap is back. Deming Wildcats, rush 3. He steps into one. He's got a man, and it's going to be a dive and come up empty down the field on the left side.
Trying to hit Para down that left sideline, and Anthony Munoz really did a good job in coverage, number 7 for the Wildcats. He was stride for stride with him down the sideline, kind of forced him towards the sideline. The ball was on the inside, and Para dove, but he couldn't get to it because of the good defense.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs as they're near midfield now on the 39-yard line. Trips to the far side, which is the shorter side. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield as they got their 3 down linemen. Snap is back. He's going to, looks like a run all the way. Big block. Gosh. He gets around the corner. He steps inside a man. He's just 25 to the 20. Tries to go down the sideline and gets in. Not quite inside the 10, actually going to mark him down right at the 10. Boy, a blow up in the backfield.
Yeah, we've seen that again and again and again in the last 2 years. Galindo just lit his guy up. We call it a decleater. He took him off his feet, and he went down to the turf. But, man, you saw the running ability of Casadas there. There was guys out there. He just flat out ran them to the corner.
So big 1st down pickup. It's 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. A formation look, wide side of the field. far away. He's going to turn and run that way, and he's going to step into traffic and then go into the end zone. Touchdown Artesia. Casadas with a 10-yard run.
Well, that was a pass play all the way. He's rolling to his right, and he had a little bit of pressure, so he stepped up inside the pressure, and he thought about still throwing the ball, but it was open. So good decision by Isaac just to take it into the end zone.
So the Bulldogs answer right back. 35-19, both teams have scored their first series here in the second half. Man in motion out of the swinging gate. Now the Bulldogs will swing out of it and line up for a normal PAT look, leading 35-19. As Derek Warren, the holder, looking at his kicker. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 8 minutes flat to go here in the third quarter, the score, 36-19, Artesia with the lead over the Deming Wildcats. We'll be back.
Southeast New Mexico College Workforce Development presents the SENMC Union Pacific and BNSF Railroad 101 training event on campus at 1500 University Drive in Carlsbad. The free one-day sessions will be held on October 8th, 9th, and 10th and is an introduction to proper procedures in the event of a railroad-related emergency for the entire community. Attendees must register in advance by October 1st. To register, visit transcare.com and click on the Training Events Near You button.
This touchdown summary brought to you by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Robbie tomorrow. 5 plays, covered 56 yards, 10-yard touchdown run by Casadas. Extra point was good by Dominguez. Bulldogs 36, Wildcats 19.
Going to kick it high and deep again. It's going to be caught at about the 5-yard line by the middle receiver for the Wildcats. He'll struggle forward, still on his feet, and then finally slung to the ground by the Bulldog kickoff team.
That's Pizarro again. Boy, he just does everything down there for the Wildcats. Received that kick, headed upfield, but Parra did a great job. Broke down, wrapped him up, and Pizarro kept trying to get loose. He couldn't get him to the ground right away, but Parra did a good job of not letting him go.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Ball will be placed in the middle. Or, well, let's see where he goes. I guess he's going to come over to the left sideline. Or to the near the left hash, or the right hash, sorry. So Deming again going from north to south here to start in the third quarter. And they'll come up to the line of scrimmage with a slot and a wide out to the near side, a receiver way spread out to the wide side. Running back to the left and a little bit behind Alfaro is Pizarro. A sniffer back on the right side, snap is back. He's going to turn, hand it off to Pizarro, looking for a little gap, and wasn't one there, but he shoved his way through and picked up 3.
2 linebackers, Huffman and Johnson, read that. They came in behind the pulling lineman that time and got Alfaro from behind, so short gain.
2nd down and 6. We're down to 7:33 and counting here in the third quarter. As the Wildcats break the huddle with the ball on the near hash, they're going to have a slot and a wide out to the short side of the field once again. This time Pizarro will line up to the right side of Alfaro in the backfield. Snap is back, going to turn, fake the handoff, looking to throw the ball. He's going to go deep. Bulldogs playing it perfectly, and that will fall incomplete.
Trying to get it to number 81, Allison, and he's got solo coverage over there by Brody McDonald, and Brody was step for step with him. It was just those 2 guys with no one around them, and both did a good job. Good defense by Brody, and no completion, so great job.
That'll bring up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 6 at their own 26-yard line for the Deming Wildcats. I think we said it at the beginning of the game, but a great crowd here for the Bulldogs, as always, here in their first district game of the 2024 season. Slot and a wide out on either side, an H-back on the left side, that sniffer back, and Alfonso in the backfield by himself. Alfaro, he keeps the ball. He's going to squeak through traffic. He's going to have the 1st down again. Finally tripped up after he picks up a big chunk of yardage.
So they bring that motion, so it freezes our linebackers. They pull the linemen back to the right, and it opens up that right side. Marco Soto saved a touchdown there for the Bulldogs. Alfaro was going to be gone.
I think there's a flag down, but I can't find it. But I just saw the way that he's looking, the line judge on this side. they're marking it back a couple yards. So there was no penalty. It's just where there was too. An illegal block. So that'll drop them back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll be 1st and 10. Well,
where's the chain gang going?
That's what's got me confused. So, don't know what's going on. At the 38-yard line, and the White Hat says, hold on, let's stop everything.
They're setting it up like we're on offense.
That's exactly what just happened. It wasn't 4th down. So I guess the referee on that side thought that there was a change of position. I don't know what happened because he's the one that marked him. I thought, it's just close to a 1st down on the original
they're coming
play.
for a measurement.
So they're going to come for a measurement. But you're right, they had the 1st down marker, so it looked like
yes.
It looked like they thought we had a 1st and 10. So the play was marked from the spot of the foul, and it took them back close enough to have a measurement because it was 2nd down. It was. I thought it was 3rd down, but it's going to be 1st down now. So after the penalty, even with the result of the penalty, it's a 1st down for the Deming Wildcats at their own 38-yard line. That was confusing a little bit just because it looked like our chain gang had us going the other way.
The scoring update, Levington 35, Roswell 14 in the 4th quarter.
Slotting the wide out to the wide side. They got one man down here on the near side. Running back is Pizarro to the right of Alfaro in the backfield. Now coming out into motion. Going to turn, hand it off. He cuts back, and the Bulldog defense there, but a pickup of about 3.
Johnson and Huffman in on the tackle as they just handed it off to Pizarro. But good job staying home that time because there's a lot going on in that play.
All right, so actually got 4 yards with the forward momentum. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Deming Wildcats. 6:22 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. 36-19 Artesia. Deming again will go a slot and a wide out to the far side. Slot, I thought he was moving up, but he stays back. Snap is back, and I don't think that's Alfaro in there. It's number 81. He's throwing it to Alfaro, and it's going to be broken up. They're going to call face guarding, I think, on the Bulldogs.
Now he ran a stop and go over there, so he hitched it, and Brody McDonald in coverage, but he did a good job of not biting on that, and he was running with him, but he never got his head around, never looked for the football, just kind of threw it both hands in front of Alfaro. So the 2nd time we've seen Alfaro out at receiver.
And that was number 81 in the quarterback position, which I don't, there it is on the other side. So Max Allison.
Which is normally the wideout over there.
Mm-hmm. So down, 15-yard penalty, puts them 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 43-yard line, and the ball on the far hash now. So they swapped hashes after throwing it across the field over there to Alfaro, the intended receiver. 6:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. Alfaro moves back to the quarter. No, he stays out there at a wideout. So it'll be Allison in there at quarterback. And he brings Alfaro in motion. He's going to fake the handoff to him, hand it up the middle. And boy, the Bulldogs read that. Tackle for loss. Ball was out. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Running down the field. Finally going to be dragged down from behind at the 30-yard line. The 2nd turnover in the ball game for the Artesia Bulldogs.
As Johnson flew in there and hit him and knocked that ball out, Pacheco picked it up and headed down the field. And I'm telling you, lineman had him on a horse collar for about 10 yards. And the ref was running alongside of him and it was just them two. So I don't know how we didn't get a horse collar, but we have the ball. And that was a great fumble recovery for the Bulldogs. Don't you fumble away a great deal on your next truck or SUV. Following a great deal with Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales.
1st and 10 at the Deming Wildcat 30-yard line as the Bulldogs break the huddle with an A formation look. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. Now he'll move over to the left side. They've been challenging us to run this whole game long. We've talked about it. Only 3 guys down on the line and 2 linebackers, but really giving out on the pass. We send Galindo out to a slot, so empty backfield. Looking to throw it. He's going to throw it down the field. He's got a man. He's tackled, and they didn't throw it. There it comes. It came in late. I was going to say there has to be a penalty on that, and it did come in for a pass interference.
Yeah, Parr lines up on the far left side, goes down the field, and Munoz, I believe, was running with him. And, boy, when the ball was just about there, Munoz just grabbed him by the behind and kind of tied, as you said, got his left arm on there and took him to the ground.
And it was kind of humorous to me because the flag came in late, but as I was talking about it, I heard the crowd in our crowd mic go, like, what? And then the flag came in. So it was pretty evident to everybody in the crowd that there was a pass interference. And that'll move the Bulldogs forward to the 20-yard line. Ball will be placed on the near hash. The 15, sorry. 5:56 to go in the third quarter, and we're going to go empty backfield again. Trips to the far side, which is the wide side. And now they're talking about it, the officials. So did we spot it right? Looks like what they're talking about. It was a 15-yard penalty. And we were on the 30, so I think it's right. And it looks like that's whatever they were talking about, they just got back to their positions, have the officials. Empty backfield, trips to the far side. Casadas just changed the play. They're in man coverage over there. He looking that way. He's going to throw it up into the end zone. Too high, goes over the head, outstretched hand of the Bulldog offense.
Well, Galindo was the middle receiver in that trip set, and he recognized that no one was over him, so Galindo just ran a go route to the end zone, and he missed him. He had a little bit of pressure on him there in the backfield, but just a little high for Galindo.
All right, so Casadas over talking to Coach Maupin. 5:51 to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs once again threatening, as both teams had scored a touchdown on their opening series, and the Bulldogs force a fumble, get the ball back, and now they're threatening as Galindo lines up to the left in the backfield with trips to the far side, which is the wide side of the field. Snap is back, turn, hand it off. Galindo squirts through a little opening. Good blocking on that right side, and he'll pick up about 7 yards. That looks like 6.
Gets the offensive line, they're getting a push right now on that defensive line because number 75, Donovan Westbrook, made a good tackle, but it was 5 yards down the field before he got any hands on Galindo.
So bring up a 3rd down and 4 at the 9-yard line as the Bulldogs huddle up here. Coming into the huddle from the sideline is Casadas. They break the huddle. They're going to go back into their A formation look, are the Bulldogs. Galindo to the right of Casadas. Ball on the near hash, or near the near hash. Snap back, turn, hand it off. Nowhere to go, but he makes the first man miss, makes the second man miss, and that's a touchdown, Artesia.
And there's your great running back right there. Julian Bustamante comes in untouched. Hand the ball, had his eyes and a bead on Galindo, and Galindo just stepped by him, just with his left arm, and kind of helped him on by him, and then his speed took over as he sprinted into the end zone. So great move by Galindo.
He's just shifty. We've seen him all season make stutter steps and go by guys, and that time made a quick step outside, planted that inside foot, burst outside, and man, good play. All right, and good blocking too, good blocking on that left side. All right, they swing out of the swinging gate, line up for the PAT as the snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up and good. So with 5:05 to go in the third quarter, the Bulldogs score again. It is 43-19, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with that scoring drive summary.
If you love to drive or even not so much, take your car to the place with the magic touch, Big O. Big O Tires.
Hit the road with savings from August 26th to September 22nd and get $60 in rebate savings on sets of 4 Michelin tires totaling $900 or more. Or get $40 in rebate savings on purchases of $899.99 or less with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra were permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Touchdown summary for the Artesia Bulldogs, presented by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Robbie tomorrow. That drive took 4 plays, covered 30 yards, 9-yard touchdown run by Galindo. Extra point was good by Dominguez. Bulldogs 43, Wildcats 19 with 5:05 left in the third quarter.
All right, here comes the kickoff on the X on the 40-yard line. He's going to kick it deep. It's going to be fielded right at the 5-yard line. coming up to the 15 to the 20, and the Bulldogs, 2 of them right there, and they take him down as soon as they get there at the 18-yard line.
That's Munoz catching that, and I guess nobody wants to block Parra tonight on kickoff because he just comes flying down this left side, and they probably do try to block him, but we're not watching him, and he gets around it, and he flew in there for that tackle again.
Yeah, he's another elusive one, so he may be just getting by, maybe giving a little juke and going by the intended blocker. It is 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 18-yard line. Bulldogs have scored twice here in the third. Deming opened up the third with a long touchdown pass after some running plays, but the Bulldog answered. And then on their next series, the Bulldog forced a fumble, and they score. So now lead 43-19. Snap is back. Alfaro will keep it. Nobody out there as he goes into the secondary for about a 20-yard gain.
It's that same play. They're just really good at running it. So let me go ahead and say this. I was corrected up here on that horse collar call. Evidently, you can grab the back of the jersey like that or the shoulder pads. If the person running the ball falls forward, it's not a horse collar. If they fall backwards, then it's a horse collar. So if the referees go back and listen, I was corrected up here. Sorry about that, guys.
Trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field for the Deming Wildcats. Alfaro with a running back to his right in the backfield and one receiver to the far side. Snap is back, turn. He's going to fake the handoff, looking to throw. He's got a man wide open, but he didn't see him. He had a man short on a little spin route, and he gets that guy for a pickup of about 9.
So he hit Cole Donaldson just in the middle of the field, and then number 23 for the Bulldogs, Miguel Soto, comes in and makes the tackle.
Number 7 ran looked like maybe a flag route. He was wide open down this side, but he didn't see him. So 2nd down and 1 for the Deming Wildcats at the 47-yard line on their side of the field. They'll have a slot and a wide out on either side. Alfaro with, I think that's Pizarro or maybe can't tell. He's got a running back to his right in the backfield. Snap is back. He's going to turn, hand it off to Pizarro. That's who that was, and he's going to stretch it out over there and pick up maybe 2 yards.
I mean, he was just breaking out to the left over there, and he tripped over the turf and went down. Number 52, Rafael Orozco, was right behind him, about to hopefully make a tackle, but the turf made that tackle for us.
It was 2 yards, so it was a yard more than needed for the first down. 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. 3:17 and counting to go here in the third quarter for the Deming Wildcats. As they break the huddle, they're going to come out with a slot and a wide out on either side. Ball just inside the far hash. Alfaro looking over the defense. He's got Pizarro to his right. Turn, fake the handoff, looking to throw the ball. He's going to be a slant, and the ball was there, but he was hit right as it got there, and it's incomplete.
Charlie Campbell at the corner position over here did a good job of closing in on Cole Donaldson, and it hit him in the hands, and Charlie got in there, and I think he knocked it out. So good play by him. Bulldogs brought a blitz that time, so they had a good call on for that blitz call.
Yeah, just unable to make the completion on good defense by the Bulldogs. 2nd down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. They're going to bring trips to the wide side, will the Deming Wildcats. Running back is Pizarro, I think it is, to Alfaro's right. Snap is back. They're going to run the ball. Pizarro on that left side breaks through, but it then is upended after a pickup of about 4.
Boy, Johnson came free in the middle from his middle linebacker position, and he had to go to the left. Pizarro did, and number 29 for the Bulldogs, Tootie McNeil, came up and just took his legs out. Great open field tackle by McNeil.
3rd down and 6 at the Bulldog 47-yard line. 2:34 and counting in the third quarter as the Deming Wildcats break their huddle. Ball on the far hash, with Deming going from their north to the south here in the third quarter. Bunch trips on the wide side, but they're in tight. Bulldogs line up like 7 guys across on the line of scrimmage, 4 back. Here's the snap. They're going to run full this way with Alfaro. He's got a man out in front of him. He's going to break down the sidelines and pick up the first down.
Well, again, that's just going to the right with everybody. Line, get a hat on somebody. The bunch set, get a hat on somebody, and Alfaro find a seam, and he's a good athlete. One of our Bulldogs reached out, may have got a hand on him, but he just ran through that.
So a big first down pickup down to the Bulldog 32-yard line. Ball will be on the near hash now as they huddle up. 2:10 and counting. Actually went out of bounds, so that stopped it. stop the clock. There's 14 seconds on the play clock as they huddle up. Come out with Trips on the left side, which is the wide side of the field. Alfaro with Pizarro to his left in the backfield.
Clock 0.
And that is a delay of game. They didn't realize, but delay of game, that'll back them up 5. It'll be first down and 15.
So I think tendencies would tell you when they get in that bunch set, they're going to run student body to that side. So Bulldogs third quarter here, adjusting to that.
First and 15, they'll come back in the same set they were in just a minute ago. They got Trips to the left, one receiver to the near side. We're running back to the left to Pizarro in the backfield. They're going to fake that handoff, throw it out there. Boy, the Bulldogs played it perfectly. Big tackle for loss. That's about a 6-yard loss.
Anthony Munoz, number 7, just backs up in the slot position. Alfaro throws it to him, and Harcrow closes fast and makes a great open field tackle for that loss.
So it'll bring second down, because 5 was a penalty. So second down and a long ways to go. Looks like they're on the 43-yard line. They got to get to the 22 for a first down. So second down and 22. Actually be 21 for the for the Wildcats. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Pizarro to the right of Alfaro in the backfield. Snap is back. He's going to turn and fake the handoff, looking to throw it. He's got pressure bearing down on him. He's going to throw it deep to a man that was wide open for a minute and then almost picked off, and it goes through the hands of the Bulldog defender.
Breaking through that line, we only rushed 3. Axel Hartley, number 14, came free and just started chasing Alfaro, and we had 5 guys back deep because it's an obvious passing down and right through the hands of the defender. I was watching Hartley, so I didn't know who that was back there.
Campbell, and he was just slapping himself on the helmet. He said, "That was a pick, and I just let it get through my hands." Boy, he is a ball. He's a ball hawk. He started off the season at safety. He's moved up to corner. He's just a good player. The junior for the Bulldogs wears number 41. All right, so third down and 21 as the Wildcats have a slot and a wide out on either side. Fake the handoff, looking to throw the ball. He's got a man over the middle. He catches it, and that's a first down pickup of about 22 yards.
Well, that's how you defeat a zone right there. You find the soft spot, you throw it on a rope to number 20, Donaldson. And we had 3 Bulldogs sitting in their zones, but he was right in the middle of all of them. Good throw by Alfaro, good catch, good pickup, good first down.
All right, so it'll be first and 10 at the Bulldog 21-yard line after the big 22-yard. It was third and 21, and they get 22 out of it. So down to 102 and counting as they break the huddle here in the third quarter. And they're going to go a slot and a wide on either side, or they're going to stay. That's what they're going to stay in. Running back to the right of Alfaro. Down to 8 on the play clock. Snap is back. He's going to turn, fake the handoff. Bulldogs were bearing down on him. He breaks to the outside, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 18-yard line, which will stop the clock.
Well, you can see the athleticism of Alfaro there. We had 3 Bulldogs, and they tried to take an angle to the sideline, and he still was able to almost get around all 3 of them. They did force him out, but just his speed there right now. It showed on that play.
Second down and 7 at the Bulldogs 18-yard line. 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. 43-19 Artesia here in the third quarter as Alfaro comes back into the huddle.
What I do like, Joby, is we're getting some pressure on him right now that we weren't getting on him in the first half.
Yep. All right, that bunch set, so we'll see if Robbie's stuff holds up, and I bet it does. Bunch set to the left. It's going to be a straight run that way. And the Bulldogs play it perfectly. There was a hold in the backfield, but they're going to get to decline that. Well, we'll see. It's a loss of 1. We'll see if we accept it or if we take a third down at 7.
Yeah, just trying to go on the left over there. Hartley blew that one up. He was back there in the backfield, and he kind of made him stutter step. And then our corner came up also who froze that on, and that's Tootie McNeil over there. So good job by those 2 guys.
It is a hold on the offense, and so we're gonna take the penalty. It'll be a second down and long, a second down and about 14 for the Wildcats. 36 seconds to go here and actually it's more than I thought. So second down and about 18 as they roll the clock, and Alfaro's over on the sideline. So 12 seconds to go. He's not in the ball game right now. and they don't have a play to run, it doesn't look like. Are they going to take a delay game or a timeout? Must going to take a timeout, and that's what they do. I couldn't find, there was a coach over there by the officials. So timeout taken on the field, 43-19. It's going to be 2nd down and 17 for the Wildcats at the Bulldog 28. We're going to take a timeout as well. Stay right there.
What I enjoy most about working at Coterra is just the people.
We all work very well together. We look forward to going to work every day.
I'm challenged day to day, and it's a good challenge, professionally.
The best thing about Coterra is the people. That's what keeps me at the company. The people I work with are awesome.
We encourage a lot of collaboration, and that's just exciting to me when you get to be a part of so many different people's lives.
Coterra Energy, producing energy, empowering people, building community.
So the Deming Wildcats take their first time out of the second half with 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 17 at the Bulldog 28-yard line.
Updated score here, Lovington 35, Roswell 21.
So Roswell trying to make a comeback. They're back within 2 scores.
3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Trips to the near side for the Wildcats. The ball's placed in the middle of the field as Alfaro will be in the backfield by himself. He's got a slot and a wide out to the far side. Snap is back. He takes a straight drop. Bulldogs get on good pressure. It's going to be thrown down the field. He does turn around this time, and that's oh, no. That was a good play, and they called the pass interference on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Marco Soto running down the field, which is a tough task for him, was Isaiah Pizarro. And looked like Pizarro kind of slowed down to come back for the ball, and Marco ran into him. So called the pass interference on him.
It'll remain, well, it was 2nd down and 17, so that's a 15-yard penalty. So it'll still be, it won't be a first down. It's not an automatic first down on a pass interference. And we saw that last week, and then I confirmed it with our official in the booth, Mr. Larry Dean. So it'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Wildcats with 4 seconds left. They're at the Bulldog 14-yard line. Oh, holding. Well, wait a minute. That was pass interference because they gave him 15 yards.
Yeah.
All right, so 2nd down and 4. Wide out and a slot on either side. Running back to the left of Alfaro in the shotgun. Ball on the far hash. Snap is back. Going to turn. Fake the handoff. Alfaro will go around the left side. He's got blockers. Gets around the corner. Boy, then he's hit hard and spun out of bounds.
2 plays have really hurt us tonight. That bunch set, student body right or left behind the bunch set, and then they pull the backside guard and tackle, and he rides the running back, and then Alfaro pulls it and goes in behind them. Same play there.
All right, that's the end of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats when we come back. 43-19 Artesia. We'll be right back.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Okay, welcome back here to KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. We're on channel 16, I think, on PVT. And we're also on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going into the fourth quarter here, 43-19 Artesia. But Deming knocking on the door. They've got 1st and goal at the 5-yard line of the Bulldogs as they swap ends. Snap is back. Alfaro will hand it off, and Pizarro will go in for the touchdown.
Yeah, just a basic running play right off the tackle, right tackle, between the guard and the right tackle on the right side, and they did a good job of getting a push down the field, and Pizarro ran hard, so touchdown Deming.
Yeah, that Bulldog defense just got on roller skates. Every one of them went straight backwards, and he didn't. I don't know if he ever even got touched. He was just in behind his guys, and 5-yard easy touchdown for the Deming Wildcats. So our score now 43-25 as they'll line up in a double back set. Now the back on the left side will go up to the right side of the line, and Alfaro will line up to go for 2 from the shotgun. Snap is back. He's going to run student body to the right side, and he's going to go in pretty easy. 43-27 with 11:57 to go here in the ball game. Artesia with the lead. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, kickoff return team for the Bulldogs will line it up.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
Okay, welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl as they're just going to lay the ball on its side on the X. So I don't think we'll see a kickoff deep again from the Deming Wildcats. They're certainly not going to on this one. And here comes the kickoff. Just a squibber on the right side, let it go out of bounds, which the Bulldogs do, and I'm thinking they'll make them kick it again. We'll see. Actually, well, I'm still waiting to see, but it looks like our offense is going to go out, so we're not going to make them kick it again. We'll get the ball on the 35-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Artesia. They lead 43-27.
It looks like Goddard beat Santa Teresa tonight 41-6.
That ball game in the books. And we're behind, and if you didn't know it, we got started late. So Deming's bus had mechanical problems. The game here at Bulldog Bowl did not start until 7:30, so we took a 30-minute delay to allow them to get here and get their normal warm-ups done. So we're a little behind all the other games going on in our district. Trips to the far side, ball in the middle of the field. Galindo to the left of Casadas in the backfield. Snap is back, drops straight back looking to throw it. He's throwing it deep on the right side and not able to get there was the intended receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, trying to get it to Eglin on the right side over here, and Munoz doing a good job. And again, I don't think Casadas, those kind of throws you want to throw on their outside shoulder, and it was thrown on the inside, so just a little short and inside.
2nd down and 10 on the incompletion as Casadas getting his play from the sideline. 11:51 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs lead by 16 here as the Deming Wildcats have scored 4 touchdowns in the ball game to the Bulldogs 6. Snap is back, and there was a mix-up in the backfield, and the Bulldogs are going to make nothing out of make back to the line of scrimmage out of nothing as they get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Galindo came across his face, and he kind of rode him like he normally does, and he pulled it, but then it looked like he didn't mean to pull it, so he just tried to follow Galindo, and good job by the Wildcat offense as they stuffed that play.
3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs as Casadas goes into the huddle. 11:22 to go and counting here in the ball game. Ball in the near hash. Bulldogs are going to run that nasty, what they're calling nasty. They got a running back on either side of Casadas. Now he's bringing his receiver in, and now we got a penalty flag, and I think it's offsides, and that's what it is. I thought a guy got into the neutral zone, and he did, so that's going to give us 5 yards out to the 40. It'll be 3rd down and 5 instead of 3rd down and 10.
And number 69, the defensive tackle, Andrew Gilmore. Just a little anxious there, got jumped off sides.
We stay in that nasty formation, run back on either side. Snap is back. He's looking to throw the ball. He's going to throw the out route wide open. 1st down to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. He's got one man to beat, which he does. He's to the 20. Another guy's going to run him out of bounds for a huge pickup for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Well, that's Jack Byers, and boy, he was all alone over there, and he made a great move. That corner had a big cushion on him, ran the out route. There's no one around him. Good throw by Casadas, good recognition, and then Jack, his athleticism took over. He stiff-armed a couple of guys and just kept going down that sideline.
He marked him down at the 20. He got down when he was finally tackled. He was inside the 15, but apparently stepped out at the 20. But like you said, just a good athletic run. And the DB was coming on the field late, and then he turned him around, so he was wide open. All right, going to throw a little out route. Boy, a little swing pass, and the Deming DB, which was Pizarro, big tackle for loss.
Yeah, so the game is final in Lovington. Lovington defeats the Roswell Coyotes tonight, 35-21.
So the shot heard. Lovington said, we're coming into 5A, but we're coming in with a bang, as the last 4 state championships were played by won by either the Coyotes or the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs the last 2. I think Roswell had the 2 prior to that. But Lovington 4-0 now in 5A and get 1-0 in district. Snap is back. He's going to fake the handoff and try to run, and he does get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 15.
Boy, Pizarro's a player. He's going both ways tonight. He's playing all the kickoff teams and kick return and everything else. And he came flying in there and got Cazadas and made the tackle on him. So, again, he's been all over the field tonight.
And actually, it was a tackle for a 1-yard loss. I was mistaken. So, do we have too many guys on the field? No, we do not. Somebody went out but came right back off. Trips to the wide side, which is the far side. Snap is back. They bring a little blitz. The ball's on the ground, and that's a turnover. Well, did we get it back? I think we did. We did get it back. Boy, it looked like Deming, he fell on it 69 and just kind of squirted away from him. He's got his hands on his helmet, and he's like, oh, I'll let one get away from me.
Good job by Edgar Carrillo for the Bulldogs as he turned around, saw the ball on the turf, and as you said, Wildcat tried to dive on it and missed it, and he was able to save the possession for the Bulldogs.
So it's 4th down and forever for the Artesia Bulldogs out at the Wildcat 34-yard line. We're going to go under 9 minutes as the clock is clicking away here. It's 4th and 24 to be exact, and we've got those plays in the playbook, but we'll see if they can dial one up here. Trips to the far side, ball in the middle of the field. Galindo to the right of Casadas in the backfield. And now we're going to have a delay of game on the Bulldogs. That'll back us up another 5. Ouch. So it's going to be 4th down and 29 now at the 39-yard line. And Deming trying to get some guys off the field and some new guys. That's too many guys on the field, so that'll be a free play for Artesia. He's going to step into one, chunk it down the field. Caught and touchdown, Artesia.
We saw that play last year. Galindo's lined up in the backfield. They roll to the left. Galindo swings out. He's unaccounted for the most part on the right side. And that is a heck of a throw by Cazadas as he just has to turn completely his body around and throw it across the field about 45, 50 yards down the field. Galindo, great job of catching it and going into the end zone with the defender on him.
So the Bulldogs score. They're going to decline that too many men on the field penalty. And it is now 50-27, or 49-27, I should say, as they line up in the swinging gate.
As you said, we have those 4th and 29s in our playbook.
Yeah, it was there. Man in motion. They're going to swing out of it and get into a normal PAT position. So they'll await the snap. 49-27. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good as well. So with 8:32 to go in the ball game, 50-27 in favor of our Artesia Bulldogs. We're going to take a break and come back after this timeout.
October is National Co-op Month, and Central Valley Electric Cooperative is having a Member Appreciation Fall Festival on Wednesday, October 9th. Come join us in the CVE Jack Case Community Room anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. There will be food, games, music, giveaways, door prizes, and more. You don't want to miss it. If you're a CVE member, stop by between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. October 9th and celebrate National Co-op Month with us. We hope to see you there.
So I was looking down, Robbie and I were discussing something, and there was a penalty on the Wildcats. So the ball was moved up to the 45-yard line for the kickoff team of the Bulldogs. And what was the penalty? Did they say nobody knew down there? So we'll kick off from the 45 this time, will the Bulldogs, as our score now 50-27, 8:32 to go in the ball game. And here's the kick. Kick it deep. Left side, and that's going to be fielded at the 1, And so coming out of there is the Deming Wildcat, and he's going to be tackled at about the 16. Great open field tackle.
That's Munoz. He caught it, as you said. I thought his heel might have touched the line. It didn't. I'm not down there, but that's how close he was to the goal line. And he goes up the right side, and Para comes flying in there and makes the open field tackle. So great job by him. Last year was Soto. We always kept saying Marco Soto on the kickoff team was just unbelievable. This year, Para is making those plays.
Yeah, and a great play at that. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Deming Wildcats at their own 17-yard line. As the Bulldog defense awaits the huddle break of the Deming Wildcats. And coming on late for the Bulldogs is number 14. So he comes into the lineup down there. That bunch, well, actually just got tight twins on either side. Now they're going to go 3 guys on the right side, which is the short side. Turn, fake the handoff, going to throw it. He's got a man racing down the sidelines, and I think he – oh, no, it came out on the second grab. He hit his hands, went up in the air, came back in his hands, and then fell on the ground.
I tell you what, he was flying down the sideline with no one on him as Julian Bustamante. And just it's a good throw, as you said, hit him in the hands, but running full speed and down that sideline, unable to bring it in. But, wow, he was just wide open.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 17-yard line. 8:19 to go in the ball game. The Bulldogs 50 and the Wildcats 27. Ball in the far hash. They're going to have trips to the near side, which is the wide side. Alfaro has a running back to his left in the backfield as he steps up, takes a snap, hands it off, and the Bulldogs hold pretty good there. Maybe a pickup of 2 on the push on the right side.
Yeah, good job by the six defenders in there for the Bulldogs. The entire defensive line, which is Orozco and Aguilar and Grantham and Hartley, and then the linebackers Johnson and Huffman in there too.
All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 at their own 19-yard line. Ball remains on that far hash. They're going to come out and trips again to the wide side, which is the near side to us here in the press box. Alfaro with his running back to his left in the shotgun. Snap is back and a turn, fake the handoff, looking to throw the ball. He's going to throw it to a Bulldog. He intercepted it. He's got guys in front of him. He's to the 25, to the 20. He's going to cut back inside 5 and just to the 1-yard line, almost a pick 6, but a great run back by the Bulldogs.
Miguel Soto read that all the way. He had his man blanketed. He broke right in front of him to make that interception, and then he broke a tackle from the receiver, and then he had a host of Bulldogs in front of him making blocks and got down to the 1-yard line. What a great interception by the Bulldogs, just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Perry Connor at Artesia Fort Sales.
So 1st and goal for the Bulldogs at the 1-yard line after that's the 3rd turnover, 2nd interception. I got that right. I think we had a fumble and then 2 interceptions.
Yeah, did I say Miguel Soto?
I think you did.
Okay, it was Miguel.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
All right, so Bulldogs offense back on the field. They're going to come out in their nasty formation. I think Galindo is going to run quarterback.
This is heavy.
Heavy formation. Galindo in at quarterback. They got too many men on the line or on the field, but they get him off. Nope, they didn't. Going to run a little jump pass. It would have been good, but they blew the ball dead, which I don't know why unless we moved. Let's see what the call was. They had too many men on the field. He was running off when they blew the ball dead.
So Galindo caught that snap. Eglin released from the right side, and he just did a jump pass into the end zone, which was completed. Oh.
So they called an illegal substitution instead of too many men on the field, because I think that shouldn't have been a dead ball if it's too many men on the field. But we get a half the distance, so we're about on the 2-foot line, 1.5-foot line. And we're going to go heavy again with Galindo, the quarterback. That's Johnson to his left, and who's to his right?
Soto.
Soto going to keep it, and Galindo's going to just power. Did he get in? I think he did, but they haven't said yet. And they're going to say he did not, and then he gets slammed backwards.
No, he didn't get it. He didn't get in. Johnson and Soto ran up in there, and the Deming line did a good job of not moving at all. I mean, Galindo was short.
So it's marked at the same spot at the 1.5-foot line. Clock running down to 6:54 and counting. Going to stay in the same formation. 2nd and goal As they look at their wristbands, Glendo in the heavy. He's the quarterback. Snap is back. Going to run to the right side, and he is in this time for the touchdown.
I was going to say, just don't run up the middle. I mean, they got everybody stacked in the middle, and you've got linemen across there, so easy touchdown that time as he picked the lane and went into the end zone, dove in there. But good job by the heavy set for the Artesia Bulldogs.
56-27 now our score with 6:40 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs take advantage of the long interception return and punch it in on 2 plays. In the swinging gate, looking to the sideline. Somebody coming on late for the Bulldogs. 2 somebody's late. So that's not normal. And then one of them turns around and comes back to the sideline. Swing out of the swinging gate, line up in the normal PAT. We're down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Snap the ball. They did not get it off in time, or did they? No, they did not. That'll move us back 5 yards on the delay game.
So what happened there, they went their heavy set, so some of the linemen came out who are normally on the extra point team. And so when they scored the touchdown, the linemen are over here and not realizing they need to go back in. They're usually already out there, so weren't paying attention, possibly, which will drive a coach crazy.
My granddad told me that one time about paying attention. He said, I'm so broke I can't afford to pay attention.
See if they use that during film.
Yeah. All right, so the ball will now be placed on the 15-yard line for the PAT. Snap is back. Hold is good. Kick is up. And he booted it through by 30 yards. Kick is good. 6:40 to go in the ball game. 57-27. Artesia will take a break and be back.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business. Georgia and her team are ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Need wraparound carbonless books? Think Incredible. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. When you need an incredible job, think Incredible on Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Ink.
All right, we're back here at Bulldog Bowl. A little later maybe than normal because we got that 30-minute delayed start. It's almost 10. It's 9:59 here at the bowl.
Well, there is barely a breeze because they shot the cannon off and the smoke is just hovering over the field right now.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. All right, we line up on the 40 on the X to kick off the kickoff. Another deep kick, this time right on the right side. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And Bulldogs are there. Boy, he had nowhere to go. He ran into his own man and then changed direction. He's still on his feet. And he gets around the right side, and there's a hold or a illegal block and another one. So 2 flags come in on 2 different penalties. And then the third one.
Jillian Bustamante caught that kickoff and, like you said, ran up and ran into one of his guys. So he tried to get around that right side, and flying across the field was number 27, Para, who made the tackle over there on him. And we'll sort all the laundry out.
Well, there was 2 different, I think, illegal blocks, and the White Hat's going to come over and talk to the Bulldog coaching staff, or one of the coaches for the Bulldogs. And he's telling me you had a hold, and then you had a clip or an illegal block, I think. Which one do you want? That'll back them up either way. Let's see where they start at. They start where the flag was further back. There was one up at about the 28, one at the 24, and that's where they went. So it wasn't an illegal block in the back that was late. That came in from the White Hat as he was coming in behind. The other block was a holding call, but it was a little further downfield, so the Bulldogs take the one that's further back, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Deming Wildcats at about their own 12-yard line. 13. Let's see where they mark it down.
So I was thinking the Bulldogs haven't punted tonight.
No.
They have scored on every offensive possession because we haven't been held. It was 4th and 29, as close as we came to being held, and we scored a touchdown on that. But I think we scored on every possession, haven't we?
I believe you're correct. We haven't turned it over, and we have not punted.
Yeah. So offense doing their job tonight.
And I may have said how many touchdowns wrong because we missed some 2-point conversions, so when we get the weird score like 57, I can't remember how many touchdowns it was. Going to turn, hand it off, and boy, he is met at the hole and tackled immediately for a 1 yard loss.
Yeah, flying in there's middle linebacker. Grant Johnson just put a hit on number 44, which first time he's been in the backfield, Alexis Gutierrez. But man, he met him in the backfield and just took him down immediately.
Yeah, it was like, you know how when you're hunting and you see in your scope and you see that big buck and you shoot and they just fall?
Yeah.
That's what just happened.
Yeah, he just went straight to the ground.
He just went straight down. All right, 2nd down and 11. And who can blame him? You got a 6'2", 195 middle linebacker that can come across the line and hit you. Snap is back, turn, he hands it off again, same play, but this time bounced it on the right side and will pick up about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Deming Wildcats.
Yeah, our other linebacker, Huffman, come flying in that time, made the tackle on him. I'm looking over there, and it looks like Pizarro's sitting on the bench. So that's why we got number 44, Gutierrez, in there right now.
Hope he's okay. He must have had a injury of some kind to be over there. Like you said it earlier, he's been going every play of this ball game. Every kicking team, defense and offense, but hopefully the young man is okay. All right, so it's 3rd down and 7. I was 1 yard off there. Alfaro in the backfield. Takes a snap, hands it off, nowhere to go, and again, he's going to be tackled for a loss, 1 yard loss. And he never went down, but they blew the whistle. So it's going to be 4th down and 8 for the Deming Wildcats.
Johnson, Hartley, and Huffman met him in the backfield, but he was running hard. They didn't get him to the ground, like you said. They drove him backwards, so they blew the whistle. But good job by the defense there. 3 and out for the Deming Wildcats.
And interesting because they just ran 3 bellies, just 3 runs down, and, by 30. So we didn't see a pass, and the quarterback didn't run. Alfaro just handed off 3 straight times. Snap is back. Bulldogs are coming across. They blocked it. By golly, did they? It's going to go into the end zone. Well, you can't. Can you advance it? You can. Touchdown, Bulldogs on the block punt. And so in for the score, Bulldogs 63-27.
I think it was Johnson and Hartley. I know it was Johnson. They got back there. I don't know which one blocked it. But then when it was bouncing around, Johnson went and picked it up and just went in the end zone with it. So there's a touchdown by the Bulldog punt return team.
Yeah, and they're going to line up at the swinging gate. 63-27 Artesia with 4:14 to go here in the ball game. It's a fight song playing. We had a tremendous crowd tonight. We're missing somebody on the field once again. And so here comes the lineman. We're down to 19. They shouldn't get a PAT problem. A delay game this time as he got in and play clock down at 11. We're still missing somebody. Nope, he got him in there. No, we were missing somebody. So we may get a leg. Well, you can't do what they just did. Snap the ball with a man running toward the line of scrimmage. So there's some hiccups here for the Bulldogs. We're only in 4th game, Robbie, but I think the coaching staff would prefer to have this stuff down.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna have a backup of 5 yards, and we'll do the kick again. So somehow, and we can't say what happened a while ago. Unless it's just, you can, because a while ago you said, really, bottom line, we weren't paying attention.
Yes.
And maybe the same thing, we just weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Because it was another unusual play. We block a punt, get a touchdown.
Well, he could have an injury we don't know about, so they got to replace somebody, and they don't know until the pat comes around.
Could be. The kick is up and good. So with 4:14 to go, it is 64-27 in favor of our Artesia Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout. Be back.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
(64-27), the Artesia Bulldogs line up to do the kickoff duties as they score on a blocked punt. We've seen A lot of different ways to score. We scored twice on kickoff returns. We scored now on a blocked punt. We almost scored on a interception return. Got down to the 1 yard line.
It is a 37-point lead, so we'll have the running clock now for the rest of the game.
Kick is going to be deep, and it's going to be caught at about the 7 yard line on the left side. Coming up to the 20, to the 25. Goes outside of the defense, and he's going to be gang tackled over there at about the 30.
That's Munoz again on the carry, and Para and number 30 for the Bulldogs that time, Sawyer Whitehead on the tackle.
So another junior getting in there, Sawyer. And then our junior Baeza makes this. All right, now I'm laughing. I'm internal laughing here. All right, so except for out loud. 3:37 counting, as Robbie said, the clock is running as we're up by 37. As do we have Alfaro still in the ball game? We do. He'll take the snap, turn, hand it off on the right side, and stepping into traffic and knocked down after a 1 yard gain.
That's Gutierrez again, just running the give on the right side, and Johnson read it perfectly, went in, put the hit on him, made the tackle. So good job by the middle linebacker for the Artesia Bulldogs.
2nd down and 9, as we'll get under 3 minutes before they take a snap. I think Deming just looking to stay healthy here, as they've run the same play 4 times in a row. They went 3 and out the last series, and to a backup running back. Alfaro in the game as the quarterback, though. Snap is back, fakes the handoff. He throws an out route. It's caught to the 45, to the 50 before going out of bounds. Actually makes it to the 49. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, as soon as we say that, they're just giving it to Gutierrez. And then number 40 runs out there in the flat. Omar Fernandez makes the catch and goes down the sideline before Campbell runs him out of bounds.
And there was nobody on him, so our linebacker got caught up in that fake on the play action. I guess that's probably who should have been on him was a linebacker. So a good pickup for the Deming Wildcats. We get down to 2 minutes and 11 seconds and counting here as the clock is running. Alfaro with the running back to his left, who's Gutierrez. No, it's number 7. He hands it off to him. He breaks around the right side. He's going to pick up a good chunk of yards before he's forced out of bounds.
Just give it to Munoz on that right side. McDonald comes up, wraps him up, drives him out of bounds. But he had a good pickup on that play.
So pick up a 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats, as Alfaro comes in from the sideline with his play. We're down to 140 and counting here in the ball game. The Bulldogs are going to come out of this game with a 2-2 record. It wasn't an upset according to the rankings, but the Lovington Wildcats make a statement tonight as they defeat Roswell in a big way to remain undefeated in the state and the number 1 ranked team. And then there's going to be a penalty. I think that's going to be on the offense this time.
Soto had good coverage out here on the receiver, which again is number 81, their go-to guy, Allison, when they're throwing deep. And so we'll let the referees sort this out, as it looks like it's on us by the players' body language, but we'll see.
I don't know how it was, if that's the call. Yeah, it's on them. That's what I thought. He called it on them.
Okay.
Is because he had him, like you said, he was behind him, and the receiver reached out and kind of grabbed on because he was going to go get the interception. And so it was a pass interference on the offense. It'll remain 2nd down, but now it'll be 2nd down in a bunch.
Great coverage by Soto out there as he's one-on-one, and you're on an island as a corner. When they run deep, it's you and the guy you're covering, and you're both good athletes. So great job by him.
Outstanding. All right, so 2nd down and 19 to go at their own 40. Alfaro takes a snap, turns, sticks it in the belly, and trying to get on the right side, which he does, but then he's gang tackled after a pickup of 1.
Yeah, he's trying to go inside. Hartley took on the lead block, the pulling lineman, and kind of shoved him into the hole, so that bounced him outside in the pursuit of the Bulldogs, able to get around and tackle Munoz.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 18 for the Wildcats, as they get ready to break the huddle. 26 seconds and counting. Could very well be the last play of the ball game, as we're going to go under 20 before they snap it. Alfaro takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, and he is hit. He is clobbered from behind right as he's releasing. And the ball falls incomplete, but that's going to run the clock out. The Artesia Bulldogs will get the win.
That's Axel Hartley from the right defensive end spot. Just came unblocked, and Alfaro never saw him. It's on his blind side. And, boy, as you said, he put a good hit on him, and the pass didn't go anywhere.
All right, the Artesia Bulldogs will get the win. The ball game is over. 64-27 is our final. And we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and do our final wrap-up right here on KSVP Radio, AM 990, FM 93.7. We've been on KSVPTV.com. We've been on the cable network, PBT. We've been on Facebook and YouTube. Wherever you've been watching or listening, thanks for tuning in. But stay right here because we'll come back and recap the game.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department.
Paul tells us in 1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 4 to not devote myself to myths and endless genealogies, which promote speculations, rather be involved in the stewardship from God that is by faith. Mother Teresa once made this statement: people are often unreasonable and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you're kind, people may accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're honest, people may cheat you. Be honest anyway. For you see, in the end, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. That kind of goes back to that thing that Paul was saying, isn't it? Where Paul totally reminds us, watch out with what you're doing. Make sure that the words and the actions that come from you are honest, and that when there's an opportunity to build someone up, build them up, forgive them, help them to become the better person that they can be. Are you struggling with that or anything else? Please come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Since 2019, Spur Energy Partners has remained dedicated to the markets we operate in, including right here in Artesia, New Mexico. We take pride in our community and strive to be responsible citizens by supporting our local economy, schools, and families. That's why Spur Energy Partners is thrilled to bring the Artesia Bulldog broadcasts to you. Wishing the Bulldogs the best of luck and safe travels. Play hard with Bulldog pride. This message courtesy of Spur Energy Partners.
That, my friends, is another Bulldog State Championship.
We bleed orange here at Guy Chevrolet Company and believe that being a Bulldog is a blessing. We wish all our students the very best of luck in all that they set out to do. Guy Chevrolet Company proudly supporting Artesia Bulldogs and their families since 1925. Come see us at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or visit GuyChevy.com.
And my friends, another Bulldog touchdown.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Eastern New Mexico University is proud to announce our newest offering, a Master of Social Work degree. This 100% online, affordable master's degree has 3 concentrations: clinical, clinical military, and children, youth, and families. This online master's degree is perfect for the working professional, as you can earn your degree on your own time with our flexible online courses. For more information, visit www.enmu.edu/MSW. Eastern New Mexico University, student success. That's what we're about.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy, do I have some amazing Tuesday deals for you. If you're grabbing a quick bite for yourself, you gotta try our country fried steak meal. This includes our delicious home-style country fried steak patty served with mashed potatoes and white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit, all just for $4.99. Looking to feed the whole fam? We got you covered. Try our $20 meal deal. This includes 8 pieces of all dark meat chicken, large mashed potatoes and gravy, a large coleslaw, and 4 buttermilk biscuits. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
All right, one more for the road.
Is that next shot worth a cut? Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
As First American Bank celebrates our 120th anniversary, we recognize our employees that are united by their dedication to our customers by delivering unparalleled value and building long-term relationships based on trust and loyalty that only a local independent community bank can offer. First American Bank, your community bank since 1903. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue. And Robbie, was a great game tonight from the standpoint that the Bulldogs get back on the winning track and now 2-2 on the season.
Yeah, they come in tonight, and it's a good showing by the Bulldogs. I mean, there's some areas, obviously, they can get better every week, and that's the goal, is to get better every week. They win 64-27, but you don't like the 27 points, so the defense can shore that up some. We had some personnel issues on the offense, but that's been very, very picky as you won 64-27.
Right.
But the coaches will address all of that. But a good showing tonight. We don't have Josh. Josh had to leave early because he had an event to go to, so we don't have the final stats. I'd like to see the final stats after tonight. We'll incorporate those into next week's stats. But good showing for the Artesia Bulldogs. Good crowd tonight. And around the state, in our district, as district play kicked off tonight, Gadsden defeated Mayfield on Thursday night, 28-20. And then Goddard defeated Santa Teresa, 41-6. And Lovington defeated Roswell 35-21. So we will, I don't know that we'll see any ranking shake-ups because of those scores. Lovington will stay 1. Roswell may stay 2. I don't know if we'll move 2 or not after this, but we may stay 3 and Deming 4. So, but good showing around the state and interesting in all the games that happened. The most interesting one is Lovington beating Roswell tonight.
I agree with that, and the other shakeup that might happen is just Gadsden, as they got the win over Mayfield.
You're right.
So we could see them come ahead of Deming, possibly Deming taking the loss after coming in undefeated tonight, Gadsden remaining undefeated. But in any case, a good showing all around the state in our district, who represents basically the top half of 5A in terms of rankings.
Yeah, and Gadsden came in 5 and Mayfield 6.
So there you go.
So that, they beat them 28-20. So may not move much there either.
It may not. All right, on behalf of Gene Dower, producer, all of our folks on the cameras, of course, Josh Howard, that kept our stats for most of the way through the third quarter, but had to leave, as Robbie said. And, of course, my side partner, or I was going to say sidekick, and then I was going to say partner. That didn't sound right. Robbie Blue, this is Joby Hodling saying we hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. It's homecoming here at Bulldog Bowl as the Gadsden Panthers will come in undefeated, just like Deming did tonight. Have a great weekend.
That concludes this edition of Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University, Pecos Valley Equipment, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Kane Electrical Supply, the City of Artesia Police Department, Coterra Energy, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Smile Expressions, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, Finn's Country Market, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Tate Branch Dodge, Hawker & Sons, KFC, Incredible Printing, JS Ward & Son Insurance, J&J Home Care, Richland Motors, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Amigo Machinery, La Fonda, Mac Energy, Pressure Services, Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, State Farm Agent Sandy Stockton, Spur Energy Partners, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, John and Nancy Yates, and the Eddy County DWI Task Force. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.